up, everybody? Welcome to the 50/50 podcast. This is your boy Illis Demeanor, and I'm here with my co-host.
What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Wes. We got two special guests in the building, Mr. Playbizzle and Mr. Don Papi, the dark-skinned daddy, coming back for the second time. Man, we had to bring Don back because after the last episode, man, we kept texting and talking about music, and man, we missed so much. I feel like so we had to run it back. So this is gonna be more of a just like a kickback hang type situation. So, man, what y'all want to get started on? I got a few topics we can jump into real quick.
All right, what's the first one?
I sent it to Don. That Kendrick Lamar C4.
Yes.
Okay.
I sent it to you too. I don't know if you played it all the way through.
I played it. Yeah.
Before I gotta plug this.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar took the Carter 3 and flipped all the tracks.
Yeah.
And did a freestyle tape to the whole thing.
It was dope.
I like dope. That was it Dr. Carter, I think, when he's telling him how to cook crack.
Yeah.
Bro, and at the end he's like, and you taking advice from somebody who's never sold a brick in their life. Man, that track is fucking hard. I don't know if you ever heard it, man.
I haven't heard it.
It's called C4.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna mess with that afterwards. Yeah.
He's got he does the Millie freestyle, which
he killed that.
Killed that shit.
Yeah, he killed that.
The intro one, he counts down from 25 all the way down to 1.
Yeah.
That shit's hard as fuck.
Did y'all hear the Travis Scott album? Because last time we was here, that just recently dropped.
I ain't heard nothing.
I've heard
it's
like bits and pieces of it.
My favorite song right now is the Drake Meltdown.
Yeah, I heard that one.
That shit is crazy. When Drake gets mad, me and Wes was talking about Drake.
Yeah.
When we left, and I was like, I have a very big affinity for Drake. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's almost as big as J. Cole. But then when Drake said, I
I
bought all them chains for your boss and melt him down. I don't even care about inheritance shit.
Yeah.
Since V not around, since Virgil died, and you took over, Pharrell took over Louis Vuitton, them niggas is not even wearing that shit. He got super disrespectful as always. And then that wait on Iraq bar, did you hear that one? He was just like, she said she keep asking for money. She said I ain't got no cash. She said she gonna wait on Iraq on some Arabic shit. I was like,
Brian, you listen to the tape.
I was like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
What's it called?
He's actually been going off on this.
Utopia.
Yeah, it was Utopia, but it was Drake and Travis Scott Meltdown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that produced by Kanye?
And that's what my point was gonna be. Because once you sit there and listen to it, you can really be like, this sounds like a Kanye album.
Yeah.
See, I was gonna say that because I didn't know that it was produced by Kanye.
Yeah,
and I listened to bits and pieces, kind of how you said, and I thought, man, this don't sound like Travis Scott.
Yeah,
it sounds like
Kanye. Sounds like some Kanye.
Somebody was doing
like some Yeezus / Donda type.
Yeah,
shit.
somebody had did a you know how they do like the album reviews and stuff on YouTube. Somebody was playing like songs from Kanye's like oldest songs, and then playing it from Travis Scott's like new songs from the album, and like the cadence, like the flow, the cadence and stuff was similar to
you gotta sit there
to Kanye West, like some of the beats and everything, and I was kind of like, I didn't look at it like that until like they broke it down, and I was kind of like, yeah, I can tell that Kanye produced this.
And Travis with one of the sisters too.
I think he is,
with Kylie.
Yeah. So I was like, I can tell that this.
But how does this work with Drake and Kanye beefing?
Easily.
They just say fuck it and get the money.
Yeah, probably. They squashed it, but not really.
Yeah, it's like that thing where it's like when you in school, bro, and you get in a fight with somebody, and you like, hey, bro, let's dead this shit. Yeah. But then y'all keep talking shit behind each other. Yeah.
But I like the fact that Drake and Pusha T are gonna go at it. Because Pusha T.
Okay, there's another dynamic. Because Pusha's with good music.
Yeah, no, but good music isn't really the thing.
They ain't holding together no more.
They really aren't a thing no more. You really got to sit there and think about Kanye West did that shit. Then once he did that shit, like this past year where he said that anti-Semitic shit, he basically got dropped for everything. Def Jam basically dropped good music. I think Pusha T's not even the president of good music.
I was gonna say I seen a video of Kanye. I think it was around that same time, and he was talking. I love Kanye, but he was talking about how
I think he's one of the best.
Signing Big Sean and Pusha T was two of the biggest mistakes he's ever made.
Yeah,
I heard that too.
Sean.
I heard that too.
Man, I can't believe that.
Yeah. Big Sean went on Drink Camps. Drink Champs and was talking about
Kanye West went up there like 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
and then it went crazy.
And then that's when it started.
Yeah, that's when it started.
That,
After that is when it started. That's when he started going crazy. Like,
so what y'all think about that? With him saying Big Sean's one of the biggest regrets he has, or the biggest disappointment, however he worded it. Do y'all think Big Sean is not like a big time artist like that?
He is. He hasn't dropped in a while, but
I mean he's definitely like he's in that Wale tier. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where it's like
slept on a little bit.
Yeah, like it's J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick. It doesn't matter wherever 4, 5, and 6 is. That's what it is. Sorry, 4, 5, and 6
Yeah,
is.
no, you got that.
4, 5, 6 is after that conversation. So it's like that. Wale, Big Sean, and whoever else you would put in that secondary tier because it wouldn't be. He's okay. Don't get me wrong. He's okay. He's done.
I think he made good music. Yeah.
Big Sean?
Yeah.
Big Sean. I mean, from when I was like 10 years old.
How old are you?
I'm 19 now.
God
damn,
bro.
Y'all somebody younger than me? God damn.
What we doing, bro?
He said,
babies in this motherfucker,
I
bro.
turned 20 in November.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, growing up, Big Sean was always my favorite. Like, I was bumping that
4 years older than my kids.
Damn,
bro.
But you don't look that young though.
No,
I mean you do,
but
you
look like you can go buy me a beer.
Yeah.
You look like you can buy me a
Damn,
beer.
that's crazy. He can't even buy like
19-year-olds look.
No,
I can buy it.
you can go to war though.
You can go to war. Because of motherfucking limb.
19-year-olds nowadays, they more mature now. Like they got their own house.
You see Euphoria?
Yeah,
that shit real.
Hey man,
that shit real.
Speaking on Euphoria, bro. R.I.P. Feds, man. God damn, bro.
Like when I first seen him, my mom was like, "Is that Mac Miller?" I was like, "No, Mom, that
Yeah,
Mac Miller died."
Bro, I was hoping we would get the Mac Miller
movie with him.
Yeah, audio, or what's it called? Biographic.
Yeah.
Bro, I was hoping.
That never came out, did it?
No, and do that.
Did you seen those
They ain't gonna find nobody else.
shoes, those Vans that just dropped, the Faces Vans?
Yes.
Because I like Mac Miller. Mac Miller's
No, I
my
thought they
all-time
were
favorite.
circles.
Was it circles?
I thought it was circles.
It was.
Which one is the one?
I'm about to look them up now. Mac Miller Vans.
What is that shit? The yin yang symbol. Is this swimming or is it the other one? Or is this swimming?
That's swimming. Yeah.
I think it's
Well, you
swimming.
got
I
some
saw
Vans?
swimming. Yeah.
But no, they sold out on the store at
Swimming
like
5-year
$50.
Vans.
They're like $5K now.
Swimming was a good album.
Swimming was great. That's
I'm
one
not
of
even the
my
biggest
favorites.
Mac Miller fan.
Yeah.
Swimming
Bro, Mac
was
is
a good
so
album.
dope.
He was underrated.
I didn't like, you know, I'm gonna catch flack for this. I already know, but I didn't like Mac's mixtapes, like Kids. Like I just didn't like it. It was like college rap.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's like some shit like you want to smoke weed to and drive around. Like
Yeah.
me, I
could-
like more of his deep shit. Have y'all heard like his dark shit? He got some shit with like Ab Soul and TDE, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Mac
with
Miller can rap,
man.
I would put him in that tier with like how you said with like Wale, Big
no,
Sean, and like all of them.
It's
Like,
I'll tell you, you talk about cult like following because I'm into the Facebook groups.
bro.
Them people go crazy over Mac
Mac,
Miller, man.
Cuddy.
the same way.
Yeah.
Cuddy got a cult
Cuddy
following.
is
See,
hard.
that was gonna Travis Scott got a cult following.
Travis Scott's
But
crazy
that
cult
was-
following.
It's crazy. You cannot
Talk
have a
about
concert like that and then have another turn around and then more people
Is that
come.
that same shit just happened, huh?
No, I don't think it happened this time.
They
Like
said there was like complaints and shit, people
they-
not being able to breathe and shit.
he said, well, I mean, like
That's what happened to the
It's
concert.
100. First off, let's get this straight.
Yeah.
We just had the hottest day ever a couple weeks ago, maybe in sometime in this year. It was the hottest summer ever. Every fucking day has been 100 degrees. So I mean,
100, 300.
I can go outside, sit in my car for 2 minutes, and break a sweat right now. So it's like,
Speaking of it being hot, sorry to cut you off, but I seen like a little meme or like little video where did you see where he put the bacon on the ground? He was like, it's so hot out here. He was like, I'm gonna cook me some bacon. He had some eggs, like took the bacon. Yeah, he was like,
probably in Arizona.
like, yeah, bro. I was like,
Even Texas is fucking
Boy,
it was
bad.
funny.
I heard that it's bad in Texas, right? But either way, you get that many people, you're gonna be, whatever. But I heard he brought somebody on stage, and usually he tells somebody to jump off stage, and he was like, "You want me to jump off stage?" He was like, "Nah, I can't tell you to do that."
Mm-hmm.
So, and the fan jumped
should
off
have been
stage, but
Nah,
obviously,
I can't tell you to do that.
nah, I can't tell you to do that. So it's like, boom, the fan jumped off stage. He learned. That's all that matters.
So look, how y'all feel about that? Because I have a very strong opinion on this. And this is going back years. I know we super late. We've never even talked about it. But how do y'all feel on that incident when they are blaming Travis Scott?
It's not his fault.
That's how I feel.
I didn't think so either, man. Like, he was on stage.
I mean, as much as we want to blame him for it, I mean, like, it is your event. You should have better methods and all that extra shit. Like, imagine if he really got that show in Egypt. Like he was about to do a show in front of the pyramids. Imagine. Like, that would be the best place to do it because it's just such a vast amount of
Wide the fuck open.
Wide the fuck open and all that extra shit. But yeah, you get what I mean? Because Travis Scott has a really big fucking following. It's like when we was talking about Jay-Z or Lil Wayne doing the verses. There's not a stadium big enough to have everybody.
Blaming Travis Scott for that's like blaming Ariana Grande for that shooting at her concert.
Yeah, because you can't control what people do at the show.
Like, he could have reacted better.
Yeah,
he stopped though. Like he like stopped and was like, "Hey, get this dude." So it's not like he was seeing people and then he was like, fuck it, like sick him up. No, like
when they had them videos of him just standing on top of the thing going, that shit was creepy.
Did y'all see Playboy Cardi at what awards was it? Was it the Grammys?
What happened?
Man, he just had a set and he was screaming. Man, sound like a demon.
Oh man, like he was possessed
there
or
was
something.
Like some viral videos of people leaving and shit. Like this lady was talking about, I felt something into my body. I had to get out of there.
Yeah,
I'm like, man,
I don't know.
That man went from Fetty on Fetty to a demon.
Hey, I don't know. I've seen.
Don't he play the whole like vampire shit? Ain't that
he do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen some crazy stuff at some clips about Post Malone too, bro. Like his stuff.
Post Malone just did a 5-hour podcast on Joe Rogan, bro. And listen, he addressed this. He said, for one, man, I used to be fat and out of shape and like poor health. He said, now I had lost all this weight. Now I'm more energetic. I love life, and everybody keeps saying meth. And he's like, why can't I just be happy with like my life? Right. And like, doing like the goofy dances and shit.
I seen that, bro.
He was like, not giving a fuck. Yeah. And that's really dope. Like, he may look goofy, but to think about it, put you up on stage, bro, and like tell you to dance. And I don't mean like dance, like look cool, like hit the Dougie or some shit. Yeah. Like, you just start like
dancing.
So like nobody. It was almost like nobody was there. Like he was
exactly
just like at home, just
you seen the memes of Omarion nowadays. The jacket popping shit. Like that shit is hilarious now. Like backdrop dancing. Like, could you imagine if niggas still dance like it was 2008?
It's crazy.
It's fucking crazy.
Right, I just went back on.
You would probably go viral.
You would probably go viral.
For the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
wrong reasons.
I don't know.
Have you not seen the dude who does the videos? He's the time traveling dude.
Yeah.
He got his pants sagging. He's like, he's like, I'm gonna show these kids how to walk it out.
Yeah, I did see that.
He was like, they keep talking something about the Dougie.
But, like Travis Scott's album sounds like a real Kanye West album and shit.
Yeah, it does.
But if you sit there and just listen to all of Travis Scott's influences, he says his favorite rapper is Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Kid Cudi inspired.
Have you heard the Scotts?
The Scotts? I thought.
With Cudi and Travis Scott? It's called the Scotts.
I've heard that,
but I haven't heard it so fucking long,
bro.
But
they killed that shit.
You can hear like Kid Cudi's influence on Travis Scott a lot, like just the melodies, the hymns, and all that extra. And you hear the Kanye with the samples and the beat selection and all that extra, which I believe takes him to a different tier.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that puts him in a different tier. Like y'all know, are y'all familiar with Smino?
Yeah,
like this is.
I've heard a couple of the songs. I don't know much.
This is a very important thing to me because what would you categorize Smino as? Would you categorize him as a rapper? Because honestly, personally, me, I can't.
No, because it's a rock star. No, I
don't know. Playboy Cardi, rock stars.
Yeah, Smino is an R&B artist who can rap. in my opinion.
I was gonna say kind of like a new wave R&B.
Yeah, you good, bro.
Yeah.
That's something Don touched on. The whole sampling.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know I'm big on samples. Like that's my shit.
You can catch samples like I don't know anybody that catch samples better than Wes.
Like that's just my shit, bro. And I have such and for one, it does come from like you have to have such a like wide range of like music,
yeah.
Because people are not just gonna keep sampling hip hop, jazz, soul. You know what I mean? Like I sent you that one track by Slaughterhouse.
Yep.
It wasn't even a dope track. Yeah. But I was just like, you hear this, and it comes from Korn. I don't know if a lot of people out there still listen to Korn, but like there's metal. Yeah. But Slaughterhouse, you know, a little sample with them.
I got a Fleetwood Mac sample on my newest tape.
What is it, Dreams?
No, it's I can't even remember. I don't even know the song. I never listened to it, but I do know that Dream song. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
But no, I can't remember. But it's like Remember, I think.
Is it out?
Yeah, it's out. It came out last week.
What's it called?
It's called The Takeover.
The Takeover.
Baby J Q.
Bro, because I'm a fucking samples.
He can catch samples like nobody else, man. Like you sent.
Let's talk about samples.
The Jasmine Sullivan. You sent me that, yeah.
Do you know the sample in Jasmine Sullivan Bust Your Windows?
No.
Did you know there was a sample in
I couldn't hear it, bro.
It's so slow down, but at the end, bro, she gives you that little hint.
The Soulja Boy now, watch me, yo. And then I was trying to go back and like catch it in like the Soulja Boy one.
It's one of the hardest ones to catch for the set.
That's crazy.
It samples Crank That Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Jasmine Sullivan, Bust Your Windows.
That's off the wall.
And at the end of it, she hints to it. She goes, watch me, you. Now watch me. You know, she's like laughing it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, she hints to it at the end. Because I sent you that Mexican OT.
Yes.
The song OMG. Bro, after we left here, like we was talking about Mexican OT, bro, I got deep into his shit. He's dope.
Yeah, he's
dope.
Bro.
And not only dope, but like I've listened to his podcast. Motherfucker's funny, bro. Like I want to hang out with this motherfucker.
He's a funny dude. He looks like he's a funny dude.
He's cool as fuck.
Because like the first time I seen him, I was just like, bro, it's just like you ever watch those From the Block freestyles where they have just
the microphone.
I've seen a lot of unique shit. Like Cyari the Kid, he did one with he rapped for a whole 3-4 minutes with a female on his shoulder.
Like, that's crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
But he went crazy. He spazzed.
Yeah.
But then Mexican OT just pulls up over here with a fucking chicken in his hand. And then the next one he did, he pulled up riding a fucking horse.
Yeah, I seen that one. I seen that one. I seen the horse.
He talked about the whole horse shit though, bro. He's like, that's what I really do, bro. A cowboy.
Yeah, because with the cowboy hat,
like he does this shit. Like he ain't pretending. It ain't like this. Like he said, if you go watch my earlier videos, like I had the forces on and like you know the calves. He's like, I was trying to portray a rapper. He said, but then when I was like, man, fuck it, why not just be me? Like be authentic. His name is Virgil too, by the way. So he's like, why don't I just be Virgil?
Be Virgil.
Yeah. And then like that's when the hat came and the boots. And he was like, that's like my thing now. People love it. You'll see this motherfucker out there shirt off. Basketball shorts, cowboy boots, cowboy hat,
tattoos and stuff.
Lone Star luchador on his stomach. Bro. But the song OMG, and I don't even know if this really does sample it. It's just like I kept hearing it. But the Kendrick Lamar tape that was untitled, but he's got that song there, Levitate, Levitate, Levitate. I swear to God, I think OMG samples Levitate. It's not official. Like I can't find anything official on it, but like I even sent it to.
I'm listen to it because I'm one of them too. Like where if I hear a beat, I know I can
recognize it. Go find that motherfucker.
I'm like, oh my god! I'd be like, all right, what is this? What is this?
What you sent me, bro? That shit was so easy.
Which
the one you was like, what's this sample?
Yeah, who was it? Let me see. Let me do my research. It was
He be trying to test me on samples, bro. I be catching samples.
Yeah, because you caught it easy. You was like, that's easy.
I went to sleep, bro. I woke up in the middle of the night, checked my phone, send your messages, played
that's
it.
Easy.
And I said, meet me in my bedroom.
I don't know. I haven't met anybody. I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there, but somebody that I met, he can catch samples.
I love samples.
When they had Shazam, the TV show with Jamie Foxx and shit, I was like, if me and my dad just went up there.
Yep.
I was like,
too rare.
I was like, Pops, I got everything.
Rare's room.
But it made it easy because he kept saying, meet me in my bedroom too. So yeah.
Hey, I might not bring up the topic real quick.
Yeah,
I got
bro,
something
go ahead.
I've been wanting to talk about.
Yeah. Let it out.
Let
it loose.
All this shit going down with Kevin Gates. Y'all keep up with Kevin Gates?
Nope. What he do?
Yeah. What he do? I'm feeling like, what the fuck?
So
He
some
done
dude
jump
came
started the
out
car.
and say, I saw that.
Wow.
Yeah, you might have told that.
He said, "May God murder my children."
God murder my children right now.
Yeah.
Fuck,
He said,
He's
and then
funny.
academic said, "No, don't say that." He said, "Nah, he killed him today."
What's going on with
man,
he
so I
always
guess some dude
trending
he was
about
in jail with came out and was saying that he was fucking Kevin Gates in jail. And then
Cap.
well, no,
That
it
be
like
one of your
blew
worst
up.
fears as a rapper going to jail. Somebody just coming in and be like, "Nah, fuck that man."
So it blew up, and like
look
everyone
kinda
was
good.
convinced that bro's gay and like closet gay.
Did they have any type of like
Evidence?
facts or
No.
Could he say
Like
what
you
his
just
booty hole
have
look
what this
like?
one
Like,
dude said, but Kevin
His
Gates
balls
just
is
dropped
brown, his booty hole brown.
like, bro, you gotta come with something. Like,
hold on.
Like he got a tattoo on his ass.
I wanna hear it. Go ahead.
He just dropped this song called Rumors.
Okay.
And he addresses all that shit. He addresses about his divorce, and about there was some other story that came out about him like snitching, and that's how he got out so fast. And then which he was talking about in the song. He was like, my bond was some fucking Draco was up there in 20 minutes. Stop playing. Like,
Yeah. I like Kevin
about
Gates, man, but I didn't hear that. He's always in the.
That's someone else we talked about too.
news
Is
about
Kevin Gates
something.
had the podcast.
But it was like people we can't stand.
Bro, and now that we did that, there's so many came to mind. Fucking Lil Pump.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck I ain't think of this dude.
Yeah. So, do you like Lil Pump?
I mean, I like that D Rose song that came out. I have not heard it.
He stole it from you, bro.
No, only D Rose song I fuck with.
Don Papi got one called D Rose.
I've never even heard of Lil Pump D Rose.
No.
I think I have, but I think I have.
That's like the only song I ever liked by him.
Yeah, so on the last...
I didn't even like the Kanye song.
Yeah, on the last episode, we were talking about, like, the worst rappers.
Yeah.
Like, the most annoying rappers.
See, look, you see, it's easier to ask somebody the worst rapper than to ask them the best rapper. Like, because I can name 5 people.
Who's that dude that's blowing up right now?
Give me a song.
Yeah, give me something.
Give me a melody or something.
Hold on.
There's so
because
many
you
people.
said Lil Pump. We forgot about him, but he definitely in there.
He's definitely,
bro.
Yeah.
Don't like Lil Pump. I don't like.
Should the name of this one should be rappers I hate too.
I don't even fuck with the dude who was with XXX Tentacion.
Ski Mask and Slump God.
Don't like him. He has dope songs.
I like some of his songs.
Now that's what I'm saying.
He's okay.
He can make some dope songs, but as a whole,
you know what's crazy? Somebody told me
Yeah.
I sounded like him one time.
You sound like Slum God. Oh, well, I've never
been
heard him perform. I
told
don't know.
so
I
many
couldn't
things.
speak on it yet.
Performing is different ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
so
I
different.
realized-
I was listening to my shit last night, and I felt like this don't sound like my song. I just did last night.
Yeah, he was
I
at
did
the
Fake Cello.
show.
Oh, Fake Cello was last night. Oh, fuck.
So since we're talking about that, how did it
You
go,
want to
bro?
talk about that?
Yeah.
It was lit. So it was my first performance.
Okay.
And, bro, I'm not even gonna cap. Like, my whole team was making fun of me and shit. They're like, you look nervous as hell.
Were you?
And I was, bro, but I
Yeah.
didn't even think about it. Like, I was trying to ignore it, you know? And I kept, like, finding ways to distract myself. And then, like, it just came up there, like, I need to play Bizzle on stage. I walk up. And I killed that shit, bro. I ain't even gonna cap.
Did they have it on
I had
a video and
people coming
stuff?
up asking for features. Yeah, I got videos. I got a whole recap video coming
That's
out.
how you know
Nice.
you really somebody asks you for a feature or something.
I had
Yeah.
a couple
Somebody
people
was
asking
like,
me,
That's
yeah.
how you know you
So everybody in the room right now, we all do music. We've all performed before. So I can
your
relate.
song with,
Yeah.
Daquan.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Perky.
Yeah, Playboy Parky. Yep,
Yeah.
Quantum Playboy Parky. Yep, I'm on. But
leave it alone.
your first time going to perform, I relate, bro. Like I remember when I first started performing, like that first time, you shaking, bro.
shaking.
Like my legs were shaking.
Right.
I was for a
That's what
moment
happened,
for
man.
like that first 30 seconds, like
The
almost
little
like
intro,
forgot my
right?
I almost
Because
forgot.
they had my song playing,
yeah.
and right before the beat dropped, you know, I was kind of like, what do I say? Like,
Mhm.
because it had a little intro. It's like a 10-second
Mhm.
intro. And 10 seconds don't sound long, but whenever you're
Nah,
standing
bro.
up there
Yeah,
and other people
bro.
looking at
'Cause
you
they
waiting
looking,
for you
they
to do
like-
something, you're like, shit, what do I do? And
I
then
hit
the
'em with
beat
something.
dropped, bro, and like my soul just left.
Yeah,
like all the
bro.
nerves just left, and I just
Mhm.
turned up.
The best thing you can do is get drunk.
I was thinking about that, bro.
I don't know.
I wouldn't even say get drunk, but
don't get like shit faced, but
like
get like
buzzed a little bit.
Yeah, get sociable. Get sociable.
Well, when you 21.
Right. He said, I like that. I wink.
Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot about that. Yeah, when you 21,
and get drunk.
You get drunk. Because that's when I started performing. Was 21.
Do you remember? Do you remember the lineup? Like, was it a dope lineup?
Oh, it was a crazy lineup.
Yeah.
I'm finna plug some people real quick if y'all don't mind.
Yeah.
There's this dude that came from New York. His name was Crazy Nice, and I don't know if y'all know if it's the same setup every year. Like,
no, it's a different.
It's been
We had a whole like studio session and then radio interviews and all that shit set up.
Yeah.
And I mean, this Crazy Nice dude from New York, I was fucking with him from the studio session to the very end of Coachella right before he left. Like, me and bro, we was locked in. We probably gonna be in the net working on some music.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember little dude's name. There was this little dude, I think it was Chivo the Don.
Okay.
I want to say.
Okay.
This little dude. He be working with Manny. You know
Manny, yes, I do know Manny.
Yeah, he be working with him.
Yeah.
And he turns up. He's got a full goatee, so I want to say he's at least 18, but like he's built like a teenager. Like,
I'm about to say I had 16. 15 and 14-year-olds I went to school with full beards.
That's what I'm saying. But this man, I mean, everybody was lit with him.
Yeah.
And then,
because I know usually it's like a different lineup. Like every year, sometimes they move it to like different venues.
They had like a good.
I performed there 3 times. Yeah, 40. Yeah. I performed there 3 times. I haven't did it in like the last like 3 or 4 years, but like right when they first started having like Coachella, like those first 3 years. Yeah, bro.
Just now, I'm about to say.
I'm about to get back into it, bro. I am, bro. I've been writing.
Ready or you like?
I've been writing.
Yeah,
I've been writing. Yeah, I've been writing. I've been going through beats.
Like you be on his ass.
Well, like you've been talking about it lately, and I'm like, do it.
Yeah, I've been procrastinating.
Shut the fuck up,
because I haven't dropped music in like the last like almost 3 years. The last time I dropped was in 2021, but like I'm starting to get like that itch again, man. Like
it comes and it goes. It comes and it goes.
That's my problem, bro. I keep getting that fucking same thing. Like, okay, we was talking about the whole beat sample. Me and Illis talking about samples and shit. So I go down the YouTube rabbit hole. And at first, I'm looking for like all the hip hop samples. Next thing you know, I'm just looking for beats with samples.
I got one for you. Damn, I can't tell you the name of the song, but Rhapsody, the female rapper Rhapsody, which I think is like I think she's one of the best female rappers ever. Like, generally.
I want to say females. I like which I'm really not a big fan of the female rappers. I don't like. A lot of the shit they be talking about.
They take it over, bro.
Booty
I don't like it either, but they take it over.
Like that Pound Town song is so bad, bro. It's worse than that WAP song. But I do like Lotto.
Every time I call
Lotto, she won best female artist.
Every time I call my homegirl, I go like this. I can't say his name because he be cheating. And she was like, and I'm the reason. I was like, because that's on the Pound Town song. So I was like, that shit's crazy. But
talking about Rhapsody the sample.
Rhapsody the sample, thank you. You saw me in place. She sampled Can Feel It in the Air Tonight.
Bro.
Oh my fucking God, she did that. She's a rapper. You get what I mean? So when she gets on there, there's no courses.
Yeah, you ain't getting no
there's
fucking
no courses. This is the
bullshit,
verse.
booty hole bars.
This is the verse. She's almost out. It really want me to be opinioned because if I wasn't so biased, I would say she almost rapped out J. Cole.
Ooh, and that's
crazy.
And that's your boy too. So if you say that, look,
are we talking about the one song, or are we talking about like her overall catalog?
One song.
One song. Okay.
You know, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do like whole careers. The only time now I do that is if it's like
a hard ass song. Did you listen to that "Blow My High" by Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, I think I
with the Aaliyah little sample. I think I sent it to you too. And it's got the 4-page letter at the end.
Yeah.
And I forgot it's got the Pimp C sample in it.
I'm very drunk.
What's that one tape?
It's blurred.
It's got that one song on it that I really like. We Cry Together is the name of the song.
We cried together.
That's his latest.
No, that's the one where he's cussing her out. That's the baby boy.
I hate you, bitch.
I hate you. Fuck you too.
Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
And then at the end, she says, "Now fuck me."
Fuck you, bitch. Have you seen the video?
Yes, it's baby boy.
I haven't seen the
And
video.
what's dope about the video is most videos just use the official audio.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't.
They used
the raw sound from the fucking video itself.
Yeah.
And it
worked.
Yeah.
It worked. That's what I like about this little Kendrick Lamar thing that we got going on, where he can just be free from TD, but I still don't think we're going to get another Kendrick Lamar album for like 3-4 years.
I hate that, bro.
For 3-4 years.
I hate it.
I don't believe that what they're saying about J. Cole's last album being his last album. I don't believe that.
But how many rappers have we heard that from, bro? I've heard it from Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. Jay-Z's had the last album fucking 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
The Game's last album was 6 fucking albums ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like Eminem's supposed to be
retired.
retired.
Last album was supposed to be 38 Baby too. He said.
Yeah, and he's
never going to 20 albums.
Yeah,
I'm happy that you said that because that's just a crazy thing to me. You know, NBA YoungBoy's label basically got him out of jail and shit. Mm-hmm. And so they ended up moving that nigga to where does he stay? Like Nevada, Nebraska,
he out there
some
like
shit. Like, okay, he moved his ass to Utah, put him on house arrest, can't go nowhere, just stay in Utah. Yeah. Boy, you are making music for the rest of your life. Yeah. Like, that's like them kids that be making shoes for Nike.
Like, he ain't getting off. He's not getting off house arrest.
No, I agree.
Leaving.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You're never leaving. Make music until you die, my guy.
That's why making music nowadays is so easy now because you can do it at home. And then you can upload it onto the platform.
Which is a curse in it because it makes it oversaturated. Because if I can record from home, then it just means I can put out anything. But that's also how they're fucking us nowadays because of the fact that it's like, oh, y'all niggas just record at home. Y'all just find beats on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, it's big budget.
Yeah, I don't need a big budget. Go ahead and go out there. $15. Yeah, we $500,000.
Yeah, bro, people getting deals on that stuff.
It be bothering me too, cause like I record at home. Mm-hmm. I got a whole ass studio set up. Like, I dropped a couple racks on it, and then I put all this work in. You know, I do like 5 songs a day. I try, and I mean, not all 5's great, but like 3 of them are fucking lit. And then just to see some fucking kid go viral for something he recorded off his phone just because it sounds fun.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
That's why I was talking about going viral, bro. You can go viral. Like, viral does not always mean good.
Yeah.
Right.
You can go viral for the wrong reason. Now, you can, like, switch that viral up because look at Doja Cat. Yeah. Y'all remember what she went viral for?
Well, it was saying the white boy, letting the white boy say nigga. Or
even before that, bro, she came out with that, bitch, I'm a cow, bitch, I'm a cow.
And wasn't it on TikTok? Like, I think he got big on TikTok.
Stupid, bro.
Yeah.
And then, like, everybody was like, damn, she kind of looked good, but she looked crazy.
Yeah,
and then next thing you know, bro.
I was saying she was fine. I was like, yeah, she fine. I was like, she got fries in her nose, but she fine.
What was it?
I know some girls from here, like a couple of them that went and bought fucking cow onesies after that shit.
Course. They're birds.
And it's also a difference where going viral, you can go viral for the moment.
Yeah.
But like that moment that you're viral, you have to make. Yes,
it's
just a moment, but you gotta make the best of it because once you go viral like that first time, like all the eyes is on you, so they're like, "What you gonna do next? What you gonna do next?"
That's
like
exactly
that wasn't better than like the other one.
London, Mizzy.
I heard it. Yeah.
But
see, so stuff. Yeah, like so. Speaking of stuff like that, like how you were saying, like you in the studio. You know, dropping 5-6 tracks a day, you know, you putting in the work and then something like that. They just upload it onto Instagram or TikTok or whatever and then boom, and then you like, man, but you gotta stay consistent.
But that's the thing about being like a creator or entertainer or whatever.
He comes with it.
Yeah, you feel me? Like once the moment that you strike gold, the moment that you make fire or whatever the fuck, they're gonna expect you to do it again. You gotta do it, continue to do it, and do it, and do it, and do it, and that's what's gonna separate you from all these
all the other people.
The other niggas out there.
Well, that's what the real artist is. Anybody like we were saying about Slump God or any of these other rappers, even probably Lil Pump, bro. I could probably find a song of his that I'm like, okay, this is a banger. The beat's dope. He's got a good hook. Whatnot. Anybody can make a dope track, but to do it every album, and like not just one dope track every album, but like a few of them, It's hard as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
I'm happy we stumbled here because of the fact of I really didn't get to go into it last time I was here. Is because of the fact of like, boom, the reason why I wanted to do so many mixtapes and all this extra or whatever is because of Russ.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I was like,
I feel like Russ.
I was like, that's my favorite white rapper is Russ. Like, but boom, he basically, I call it the Russ method. I'm very big into psychology. But I call it the Russ method. He was basically.
I need to get with you.
Call it the Russ method. It's basically, when Russ was originally coming up through SoundCloud and all that extra shit, he was dropping mixtapes at first. Then he realized that people are not coming to listen to a whole fucking mixtape.
Especially from someone they don't know.
Especially from somebody that they don't know. Yeah. So they'll probably find the one song, like we do now with a Drake, a J. Cole, a Travis Scott, or whatever. I ain't even really fully listening to Travis Scott.
But you came in here talking about the Drake meltdown.
That meltdown because that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
So we'll take that one song or whatever and put it into our playlist or whatever. So he realized that. Yeah. And so once he realized that, he just started making songs for like every Friday. He would drop a song every Friday for 80 fucking Fridays, right? So that's, if you're doing your math, it's only 52 Fridays. The fucking year 52, 56. It's only 52, 56
that's
weeks.
Almost 2 years straight.
Exactly. So boom, when you do it like that, then in 2015 they found what they want. We heard the song What They Want, What They Want, What They Want. Yeah. All right. So boom, we found that. Now the thing that separated him from a lot of one-hit wonders, example, the nigga who made Throw Baby. I just heard Throw Baby for the first time in the club in forever.
Yeah.
Throw Baby.
That shit's like 5, 6 years, 4 or 5 years old at this point, but it's still going. Like, six little beats, six little hoes. I was seeing that shit word for word, right? But the thing that separates him from Russ is the fact that when we found What They Want by Russ, he had a whole catalog, a whole discography.
Illis is talking about this a ton. He says, man, like, that's why you have to stay consistent. Because if I offer you what they want, like a track like that, and then you're like, bro, that's dope. Where can I find more of your shit?
And that
you don't have it, bro.
That's all I got.
Yeah, like, bro, that's how I felt when people kept bugging me after Beast Mode. They was like, when are y'all putting out more? I was like, I actually don't know if I'm even doing more. I was like, that was like how you talking about getting an itch. Yeah. Like, bro, I've been rapping since like before 19, like his age. Like, I started way too early.
Like, I started late.
When you was telling me, you started before me, honestly.
Oh, bro, I started way too early. But like, in the shit I was talking about, like, was grown people shit, but I was actually kind of like living like that at the time. Like, bro, you couldn't tell me shit at fucking 15, 16. Like, at 16, I had done moved. I had done moved out. I'm done doing my own fucking thing. Like, I'm grown. So, like, and I was rapping before that. So, like, I got into it too early. And, man, I had the passion, like you was talking about. Like, I wanted to record every day. I was finding new beats. And back then, it wasn't so easy. We had to use, y'all might not even know about it. It's called SoundClick.
Yes, I remember SoundClick. I used to be on there. You could find beats, hooks, everything.
You
on
could find beats with hooks. Like, you could pay for exclusive beats with hooks. Like,
I was on there.
That was basically the modern day, like, YouTube for rappers back in the day with SoundClick. If you needed a beat and you didn't have a homeboy who made them, you go to SoundClick.
Purchase your tracks today. I hated that on there.
Now they got that one.
They got that little tag, but I know exactly what's up.
I got a couple of songs like out on my catalog that I want to take down because y'all ever use BeatStars?
Yep, I remember BeatStars.
And then they got that BeatStars.com.
BeatStars.com.
It plays like 10 times throughout the
And you be
song.
like, dang, now they know I didn't purchase my beat.
But the track I did with Maurice, Mo Money Mingo.
Yep.
Fucking, we didn't buy the beat, of course. So, like, as we're rapping, this dude is in the background, like, why you rapping over the tag beat? I'm on the beat. Yeah. And, like, we was like, fuck it, we ain't paying for it. Like, we just gonna, because we didn't plan for it to do anything, really. Yeah. So, but I don't know, man. Real quick, I wanted to jump into, so we're talking about samples. Give me y'all's best samples that y'all like. I'm putting y'all on the spot.
Did you know that Good Life by Kanye West and T-Pain is a sample of PYT?
I knew it was a sample of something. I didn't know it was PYT. But yes, Bro, most of Kanye's catalog is going to be a sample.
But if we're picking from Kanye's catalog,
you think that one?
I know. I think one of the best features of all time is fucking Slow Jam.
Yes,
I just
took it right out of my mouth.
I just had.
That's what I was gonna say, bro.
I've
yesterday
been looking
with
for
that
sample right now. I've still been looking for that sample. I cannot find a good one.
You did?
I can't find a good one.
Like I got a beat with it
I
on
was
it.
gonna say that one
My
too.
homegirl just found my homegirl just played a fucking what did she play? She played a
Yes, that's the one I sent. That's the one I sent Wes a couple nights ago. There's a new artist. His name is Too Raw, and he got a song called Raw's Room, and it's like and it's slow, but like that's what it is. Like his chorus, the sample.
How do you feel about the sample, the New York drill sample rappers?
Some of them is hard.
Yeah, some of them are okay.
This is what I mean. Like, this is what I've been wanting to say for the longest. I believe that there should be, like, rap should be looked at like rock. You feel me? Rap should be looked at like rock because now we're finally fit. Oh, yeah, happy birthday, happy belated birthday to the sport that we play called hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, boom, it's like rock has fucking punk rock. It has heavy metal. It has alternative. It has pop. It has whatever, so on and so on and so on. Like what I was just saying with Smino or whatever a second ago. What would you define Smino as? Yeah. Right? Because you can't really just necessarily. You can say he's a rapper because he is. He stems from hip hop. But you can't just say he's a rapper like you would say Wale or a J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar or DMX or something like that. He's not that kind of rapper. And even then, there's not many rappers that you would be able to put in that Smino category that Smino is in.
You might have to make
Tory Lanez definitely in the Smino category.
Real quick, can we talk about the Tory Lanez situation?
No, we'll get on that. I do want to get on that.
Because of the reason, like, Smino is too fucking melodic. Like, I can't even, like, Tory Lanez, if you were to say Tory Lanez, Drake, Wale, da-da-da-da, okay, cool, that works, perfectly fine. But you can't put, like, Smino with...
You might have to open up another category.
That's what because melodic.
No, not even just melodic, just his songs, his song, the way that he goes,
hard, bro.
the way that he goes about
no
songs.
L's, that song.
I heard that one. That's my first one I heard.
Wild Irish Roses was an R&B song.
Yeah.
Majority of probably his Black Swim, maybe Black Swan. I'm thinking that's the name of it. Majority of that one is an R&B album.
He is an R&B artist who can rap.
Yeah, because music is a wide spectrum. Yeah, man, it's expanding. So we'll have to start opening up more different categories and say like,
because fuck categories, bro.
Thank you, bro. Because the categories are getting blurred. Because look at fucking like as you said earlier. Playboy Cardi, Little Uzi Vert, they're fucking rock stars. They're fucking rock stars. You can't even.
They're rappers,
but they're rappers, but they're fucking rock stars. The way that they carry themselves, the way that they dress, the way that they have concerts and all that extra, they're rock stars. Like fucking.
Let me ask you.
Come on, give me a second. Fuck. Like you would do shit, Ski Master Slump Guy. Well, no. Little Peep X. Little Peep X.
I do have a category for that. I call that kind of like grunge rap.
I call it like emo rap.
I
call it like emo. That's kind of the same thing.
I call it like emo rap. But even Juice WRLD would go in that category.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Where would you put Juice WRLD?
Juice WRLD.
He has like he's versatile.
Yes, Juice WRLD can really freestyle about a can of soda.
Yeah,
but like.
This man has songs that'll make you cry, and then you hit the next song, and that shit makes you want to sing.
You want to write.
Yeah, for him, you have to say what song. Like you say, what category can you put him on? Which album? Which song? Alright, that one's hip hop. That one's kind of like a little bit emo type.
But that's why I would primarily put Juice WRLD for like.
I honestly, I'd put Juice WRLD in the ground.
In the ground?
Yeah, he's dead. Not this.
That was a good one.
My bad.
How we just talking about going viral for bad. Oh god.
But
that
for real, though,
was
Juice WRLD.
Wes. I am D.
I do not sign off on that.
I do not condone nothing.
Sorry, Juice
I
WRLD.
condone everything.
Yeah.
I am acting like Sergio Kitchens.
That was a good one though too, bro. He said, "I know where I put Juice WRLD. In the ground.
Motherfucking ground.
I put him in the
I
ground."
was like,
He was like,
I was like underground.
Yeah, because I was thinking like,
I was like, this
what
man
genre?
started, but
What genre
he's
is
kind of
that?
mainstream.
What genre is that? Alright, but I just heard what he said.
Yeah, but like there should
He's not
definitely
underground anymore.
there should definitely be different categories of rap because like now you look at the way that Post Malone was introduced.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Post
Do
Malone.
y'all take that as disrespect though? Let's open up that conversation. We
I
have white
per-
guys coming in as rappers, just rap. White Iverson, strictly rap. Get in the door and then branch out, boom, and now they're
This
into like.
goes into what I was saying last week when you asked me about how I feel about not last week, last time when you asked me about how I feel about people that use that word or whatever. I said you're a product of your environment or whatever. So I imagine if you grow up in like urban areas or certain areas or whatever, you will become a little bit more. Whatever you grow up in is what you're going to grow.
So what makes them make that hard left though?
Well, do you think somebody in this family didn't play Nirvana? You
True.
think somebody in this family didn't play Kurt Cobain or fucking?
Okay, what about Kid Rock?
Kid Rock. I don't know how I feel about Kid Rock.
Kid Rock came out
I look at Kid Rock like he's white. Like
right.
What did he do? I don't know what he did.
He made that like
24.
Yeah.
But when Kid Rock first came out and y'all were young, granted,
24.
Yeah.
24.
Y'all were young. He did the rap rock stuff.
Oh, okay.
He was a rapper, bro, but he like rapped over rock beats. Even had Eminem on his first album, like.
Florida Georgia Line did a song called fucking I can't remember. It's Florida Georgia
It's
Line.
like Cruise or something.
Yeah.
Cruise.
They did Cruise, and it has like some
That's
rap.
like
I like
Windows
that
Down.
song.
Yeah,
bro.
Windows Down.
Yeah.
Like that shit right there. You feel me? Like that.
So
Who did they have on that song?
I don't remember.
There was some.
It was on WWE. I remember it being on WWE. I love
So
WWE.
Why do we do with why don't we just do away with our categories?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying because if you look at it now, like pop is just anything that's popular. Just like this is what I say all the time. How is Adele not R&B? How is Adele not R&B?
And I can answer that
because of
rhythm and blues.
Rhythm and blues, like everything. If you said hello or that one song that goes like I said bye to the end, that shit. That's like
I can tell you why it's not R&B because she doesn't have drums in it.
Yes, it does have to do with
she raps or raps. Fucking listen to me, I'm goddamn. Adele be rapping, bro. You know, no. Adele sings over like
ballad type shit.
Ballad, orchestra.
But even then, okay,
and I'm not saying R&B artists don't do that.
But even then, Justin Bieber, Journals 2, that's an album. That's an R&B album. He has Robert Kelly on there.
I think he's R&B though. I think Justin Bieber's big R&B.
He has Robert Kelly.
This man Justin Bieber put R. Kelly on the album?
Yeah, it was like 2013, 2014.
So that changes stuff.
Yeah.
So,
but
the features and stuff that you have on there.
Yes, but even then
the beats and stuff that you use, I think it kind of changes. And
that's why I brought up Justin Bieber because of the fact that he said Adele doesn't have drums or whatever. But even then, so you telling me fucking Rolling in the Deep didn't have drums for real?
Rolling in the Deep
have drums, but it's not drums like
808s. Okay, all right, I get that. But there's a lot of R&B songs. But boom.
Yep, and in that too, like the way you say it.
There's a lot of R&B songs.
It's the flow, bro. I'm telling you.
And that's what I said. There are some.
So like, what would you?
Maxwell, This Woman's Worth. Doesn't have, but that's more of like you talked on a ballad.
Yeah, a ballad type of thing. But that's not.
I will send you not an R&B, but an Adele song that I consider R&B.
Yeah. Before you go into that, this is what I think.
I consider Adele.
This is what I think.
Consider Post Malone like rap. I don't consider him a rapper as much anymore. But if he wanted to
call him alternative,
alternative rap. Yeah. So this is what I think. I think people. I'm not for sure 100% if they do this, but this is what I think they do. It's a big room. They play the music. It's a whole bunch of different factors that go into the song to put it in a certain category, a certain genre.
Right.
So the melodies, you know, the 808s, all that stuff. They'll say, okay, this beat got big 808s, so we're gonna put it in hip hop. And then the music comes on, like the lyrics, and they're like, okay, but the way he's delivering it, it's more of like a hip hop rap style. Or if a country person is,
I'm happy you said that.
Yeah, is listening to like 808s or
like
drums or something like that.
Road.
Yeah,
I'm
but
happy you said it.
but his delivery, like the way it's kind of like it's kind of country. So then about okay, that's not hip hop, even though it's hip hop instruments.
And then he threw the Ray
Cyrus
on that.
Yeah, so and then
they had no choice.
And then he threw that on there.
Which further proves my point. Which is like, boom,
it's a bunch of factors that go into it. So
I think
like, okay,
hip hop
this is like alternative top, or maybe pop, or not necessarily pop, but more of like country type. So it's a whole bunch of things that go into factors. What I think so that they come to a decision and be like, okay.
I think hip hop is the most accepting out of all the genres.
I was gonna say back to the main topic. I think we do need certain categories of hip hop because, for me personally, I'm around a bunch of white people that don't listen to rap music at all. And whenever like I go up and I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm a rapper. They instantly get like NWA in their head. Yeah. And I'm like, I do like the emo rap. Like I don't do that.
Some people when they listen to it, they kind of like they think of like that hardcore street type.
What is their name? Suicide Boys. I'll throw them in there. Yeah. I wouldn't. I'll throw them in the emo rap, but not really.
I would say that's like alternative.
See what I'm saying? Like the lines become blurry. You don't know where to throw somebody.
What is our alternative rap?
What he just said.
See,
I would consider
you won't know until you hear it.
But do you want to be stuck in a box?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
That's why I say fuck a category.
No, you don't.
If it's rap, call it rap.
It's music.
Like even rap and shit like that. Yeah, I hate them categories.
That's what I say. I say I'm an artist. Like
like me personally, you know how whatever the fuck my format or whatever the fuck is, I wouldn't know what to throw. But me personally, I would want to know how to Last Airbender. I want to be like, okay, I want to be able to do the fast rap. I want to be able to do the emo rap. I want to like the rap. I want to be able to do this.
And that's where I think categories fuck you because if you get in your mind like you said, I do emo rap. Well,
get out your mind.
Yeah, that lets me think like he's gonna.
Because even
constantly say emo rap.
Because even
which is crazy that you say that because like I have one EP that's like that. Like all my other shit's different.
So why would you put yourself in the category of that off one album?
Yeah, because once you sit there and think about it, like, okay, boom, I'm this
going
kind
back
of
to what
category.
I'm saying, bro. It's going back to what I'm saying. It depends, bro. Like you gotta what album?
Constantly changing people.
Yeah, so before the fame.
Yeah. What? Okay. So but that. Okay. So you said the title. So that's going back to what I'm saying. Like when you say. What do you do? I'm a music artist. Yeah. What category are you? Or what genre? You could just say I'm a music artist.
I make music,
you know, because what album?
That's
like
what
one album might be emo.
One album might be rock and roll. You can categorize like
Lil Wayne did it.
Albums,
like Lil Wayne,
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Lil Wayne did it. But because you are, you know. Caucasus, Caucasian.
Mountains of Caucasus.
The hell is a Caucasus?
That's where Caucasians come from. The mountains of Caucasus.
Is that what I've never
came
heard
over
that
the
before.
You ain't never heard the Eddie Griffin joke?
No.
Okay, this is not me. I'm making a quote. I'm quoting Eddie Griffin.
Shout out to Eddie Griffin.
So these are not my words. Eddie Griffin basically said that, you know, that boom, black people were originally, you know, whatever. So boom.
he said so Eddie Griffin said black people were originally whatever.
You know, like we're the first people, the motherland is Africa.
Okay. All right.
He said two black people can get together and have a white baby. He said that they picked up the white babies. They said, what the fuck is that? They sent them over the mountains of Caucasus, which is why we have the name Caucasian. This is real facts. The mountains of Caucasus is where Europe and shit, all the extra shit. They came back years later and did what every adoptive child did to their parents went to go find their real fucking parents. So they went to go find their real fucking parents. It was like, teach me how to dance. Like, that's the majority of the jump.
Yeah,
I fucked it
like,
up.
No, I got
That's the majority of the jump.
The little Uzi. That was that little dance they be doing.
That's what I will say, bro.
Right.
I hate to take it back.
Because he has more leeway to the categories as compared to a little Uzi or a fucking Juice World or whatever the fuck, as we looked at them like they were weird for a minute until they really just got up and kicking. When he can be like, boom, motherfucker, he can pull a Post Malone out of nowhere. He can pull a Post Malone out of nowhere. He can be like, and plus, because he makes emo rap, it was easier for him to go like, okay, boom, I want to do, okay, boom, I want to do rap. Not rap, I want to do rock. Okay, boom, I want to do more like.
I low-key just recorded this like indie type song.
You know what I mean? Like he could have the leeway to be like boom, boom, boom. I'm not saying it like that, but you know what I mean. Like it's like boom, 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 boom. Go and do other categories as compared to fucking Sick.
Yeah.
Because if Sick just popped out with a,
I think Sick could.
I mean, Sick can rap on anything.
Not even rap, bro. I think. Look, I told Illicus. I made this comment.
Like,
I
Sick
said
is a
black people do everything better.
And no. Let me pick up on that.
Go ahead, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna explain it, but go ahead.
Faytella last night. All right.
Who?
Faytella last night.
Yeah.
There was about 5 white people. 3 of them were with me. And I'm looking.
That makes you 4. So that means it's one person.
One dude.
That's funny.
And I'm pretty sure I talked to that one dude.
Yeah. You see him over there. What's up, bro?
But no, I was sitting there trying to get lit.
Yeah.
And like I'm looking around. I'm like the one dude that don't know how to dance. Yeah. Like everyone in there, they're like hitting, like there was a Smooth Criminal, you like your samples, there was a Smooth Criminal sample. Mm-hmm. And this man started hitting the Smooth Criminal, and I was like,
no, I thought
damn, like I just started hyping him up because I couldn't get in with him.
Yeah, I thought he was about to say there was a Smooth Criminal there. I was like, oh, you seen Zap No Roger, you seen Falco. Mm-hmm. That's like you seen Falco. That's my guy.
I think he was there.
Falco's my guy.
Yeah,
I fuck with him. First time I seen him and he had the little talk box, that shit fucked me up. I was like,
is that the little tube?
Yeah, I was like, I know that's not the shit that Zap and Roger had. I was like, I know that's not the original auto tune right there.
So
I was like, and he pulled out the Michael Jackson glove with the jacket.
Bro.
The first time that I met him, I'm not gonna hold you. I was mad as hell. They let that man perform for a good little 45 minutes.
Because of his sets, bro.
Yeah,
like
his sets need that, though.
Yeah.
His sets need
like
that.
Sometimes they have like the piano. And then he got that little what's the
little talk box and the little motherfucking beat pad right there. So you need all that. That's not like
I remember.
It's not like he can just do what we do in like 10 minutes. Yeah. No, he needs more. That's an artist.
Playbizzle
right there.
Go ahead.
What you got?
So when you started rapping, when you first started rapping, what was like the people around you? What was their reaction?
So it's crazy. I've never told this story, so I'm glad you asked. I wanted to tell it. So basically, I've written songs down a cappella, no beat, since I was like 7 years old. Because I didn't know about that website you were talking about. I didn't even know
when you were 7, it was gone.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about YouTube. Like, I didn't know you could, like, I knew YouTube existed, but I didn't know you could go find beats on YouTube. So I would just write shit down in my notebook since I was, like, 7. And then, I got this job at the hospital, and it's easy as fuck, bro. Like, literally, like, and it was kind of off and on. Like, I didn't write a song every day. Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm an EKG technician. And so, like, I work night shift. And I literally, like, I don't gotta go to the emergency room. I only do the ones on the floors. And at night shift, there's no outpatient. It's slow.
So it's
like,
chill.
I sit in my office all day.
Yeah.
And literally, I just started writing songs. And I wrote, like, 3 songs in one day. And I set my phone up against my computer, played the beat off my computer, and, like, had my camera on me. And I was just reading the words off the paper, rapping.
Yeah.
And I posted it to my Facebook. And then that Hood Baby JQ I just dropped a tape with, and he performed with me last night. He hit me up and was like, bro, we gotta get you in the studio. And, like, I didn't know, like, people didn't, like, fuck with my shit, you know? I kind of just, did it as a hobby. You know, like,
so you recorded, like, you just started recording, like, very recently?
Last December, yeah.
Last December is the first time you started recording?
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
I can see that. That makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah, so what made you decide to do hip hop? Like, was it like your influences or like the people
Probably
around
can't
you?
Sing, huh? That's
like,
the only reason I rap. I can't sing.
I can't sing.
I can sing, bro. I'm really a singer.
If I could sing, it's over for you.
What made you say like? What made you say like? Because I know you said since you were 7, you were writing. So at the age 7, you writing your lyrics. Are you like?
Man,
I'm gonna be a rap. I'm gonna write some. You know what I mean?
This is gonna sound bad, man. At the age of 7, I used to walk to school bumping Odd Future.
Okay.
Tyler Creator.
Dark shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
and
like
like
motherfucking
it's really how I found Mac Miller, because on one of his old tapes, the Watching Movies tape, he has that.
Yeah.
He has that.
Watching movies with the sound off.
Okay, song with Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
I found that, and Mac Miller went crazy on that, and then that's how I found Mac Miller.
Yeah.
And then, really, I hate to say that I'm like someone else, but if anything, I would compare myself to Mac Miller and Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
And it's really the music I like.
Those would be the influences that you
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
that's
I like Nirvana. Like, I got the Nirvana logo on my leg. I like that kind of music too. But like, if I had to pick a favorite.
But see, I can't do any of that type of music. I love Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
I love folk music. I'm just not getting into country.
Yeah.
Like, there's only certain country artists I fuck with.
I got a country
I like the
song
old
for you.
country.
Which one?
Dig Down in Dallas, Ray Trey.
Ray Trey.
Dig down in Dallas.
Down in Raleigh.
never
Dig
heard
Down
of
in
that.
Dallas, Red Down in Raleigh.
Is this
Tag teamed up in Tennessee.
Yep.
Angel in Austin, butt fucked in Boston, neck down in New Orleans.
That don't sound like no fucking country.
God, that's the song.
I like that one that tequila makes her clothes fall off.
Oh, I know that one. Then is that the same dude?
No, that's a different
Okay.
I heard
So,
That's
okay,
like
going back
Kenny
to what I
Chesney.
said, because I made a very bold statement.
Yeah.
I want to touch on
Yeah,
it. When I
let's get
said I
back to
think
it.
black people do everything better.
that.
And I'm going to back this up. Rap for one.
Okay.
Y'all killed that shit. I don't care what people say about
It was
Eminem.
invented by us. It was like, there's a couple things invented by us, but that one right there, that belongs to us. Right there, that belongs to
Not only
us.
That's
rap,
mine.
but rock does as well.
Yes.
Jimi
Elvis
Hendrix.
stole that
Right.
shit
Mhm.
from me. And that's why when you
Yeah.
put Elvis as the GOAT, I said, fuck no. Y'all can go back and listen to it. We was talking about GOATs,
Yeah,
about
we
music.
was.
And
I
you put
remember
Elvis, and I
Elvis as the
said,
GOAT.
no. He was going off
I said,
sales.
yeah.
Purely.
Yeah, that's what I said.
If you want to go off sales for real, okay, watch this. No matter how you
Watch
feel,
this.
watch this. No matter how you feel, no matter how I feel, because you know how I feel about this, man.
Yeah.
It's not Drake. It's not Jermaine. It's Drake. It's Drake. Aubrey Graham. Drake Aubrey Graham. He has more slaps than the Beatles.
Yeah, he does.
He
More slaps than the
He literally
Beatles.
got the Beatle tattoo.
Yeah.
The Beatles walking
Yeah.
across the street. He has them walking in front of
Yeah.
him, which I was like, this is the most pettiest man in the fucking world. It's like LeBron. It's like LeBron. As much as I hate LeBron James, as much as I hate LeBron James, I can't talk shit about LeBron because out of the 75 years in the fucking NBA, he has the most points ever.
So when I was
my
saying,
point, though,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Everybody
Go ahead,
naming
keep going,
is
Wes.
black artists.
I
Okay.
mean, yeah, but
So there's this folk artist, Rom something or something.
Rom something. Okay.
Hold on, no, Monrovia.
Okay.
And he is a black dude that sings folk music and is the dopest folk music, the most soulful folk music I've ever heard. And I'm a big fan of folk music, bro. Like, I fuck with that shit. I know I'm probably talking shit y'all don't know because folks are a little like whitish.
No.
But he's dope.
Then you want to be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
So
he's like whiter. She's like, I don't know.
think about country. The dopest country artist to me is Darius Rucker, Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh, yeah.
A black man.
No, that's what I was going to say. You brought up rock and roll. Jimi Hendrix, bro. He's the best guitar player of all time.
What is his
Little
name?
Richard, bro.
What's his
Fucking-
name? Stab, Sting, some. What was his name? The motherfucker with the curly hair with the top.
Slash.
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 Yeah, it was. I knew it was Stab.
He's
Slash.
from
some shit.
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
So basically, you saying music wise?
No, he's not.
No.
That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
You really didn't let him go.
Yeah. I want you.
I really don't want him to go for real.
Yeah,
It's like,
I do.
But listen,
I wanna
it's
hear
funny,
what
okay?
he says.
So,
it's good.
bro, throw out a category. Throw out a category. Give me some movies, anything,
Denzel Washington already.
bro.
Okay.
I can rattle off.
Who you gonna put?
Who's the greatest golfer in the world, motherfucker?
Tiger Woods.
Come on now.
The best.
The
basketball
widest
player.
sport in the
The widest
fucking
sport
world.
in the world.
I mean,
maybe
maybe
hockey.
other than-
Y'all still got hockey.
Maybe other than tennis, but then you got Serena Williams.
One of the years, I think it was like 2019, 2018, it was like one of Bubba Wallace.
Bubba Wallace, motherfucker, see?
He's, no, Dale Earnhardt.
I'm not saying.
No, he's just saying like there's somebody. There's a great black person everywhere
who is arguably
probably better than the rest of their field.
Hey, I'm gonna take one for the team though. There's also a great white person in there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. He know he can't do it. You know he can't say that kind of shit nowadays. They'll be like, bro, you're racist. No, he's not. He's just acknowledging. Like,
no, my thing is,
who gave him a fucking light bulb? Like, not electricity.
I like to think of it as more of a
really fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. I fucks with that.
Bro, hold on.
A toilet. So we got a toilet, electricity, peanut butter, doorknobs, door stoppers.
Peanut butter.
You saying that there's a black dude that made the light bulb before Thomas Edison?
Not Thomas Edison.
That's crazy. I would have. If he wasn't gonna say it was Thomas Edison, I would have thought it was
Benjamin Franklin do? Because I swear I thought
Benjamin Franklin.
He discovered electricity. The key. Even
that's
false, but yeah.
Key on the kite.
So there's a black.
And he made the almanac. Never forget that. He made the almanac.
I didn't know that.
He made the almanac. It's like
because I think if you Google it, it's gonna say.
How the fuck did I forget what an almanac is?
And encyclopedia.
Almanac is the thing that predicts the weather patterns. Okay. It's the farmer's almanac.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So you can look in the almanac and it'll be like, this year you're going to have a hard winter.
I used to think they was just making the shit up on the news. Like, how the fuck you know how it's going to feel on Friday?
No, it ain't. I mean, you said it's going to be 100 on Friday. How do you know?
How do you know that? It's been 100 all week.
Yeah, bro.
As soon as it's going to hit 60 out of nowhere. It's not the air conditioner at your house.
I'm trying to find where it's his name. The first name does pop up on CNN. It says it was false, but there's a whole National Geographic has a whole bunch of shit about African American.
Anything CNN says is false is probably.
That's what I'm saying. See, I don't trust it.
I don't really trust no mainstream news.
Yeah, that's probably why you can't find it.
I mean, like just like.
Have y'all heard of? I'm a real conspiracy dude. I like to do conspiracy. Have y'all heard about media control? Have you ever heard where like you'll look something up and then you'll find 20 different articles on it. Then you go to say I go meet up with you and I'm trying to tell you about what I just saw last week and I pull it up and there's nothing.
You can't find it. Yeah. That's happened to me a couple of times before.
Have y'all not seen the compilation videos where the news people are talking and they're like, for all this misinformation, and it keeps going and it like pans out to like 50 fucking stations across the country saying the exact same shit.
It's weird, bro.
Yeah, it's wild as fuck. So we want to believe, bro, that we live in America. We have freedom of information and freedom to the truth. We're not like China. China won't even let you on, or not China. Well, China kind of does too, but North Korea, where they don't let you have access to the internet. Right. You can only watch like 3 channels in North Korea,
and TikTok is
all government control. Yeah.
Because it came from China.
Because they know,
well, they know how bad it is for kids. TikTok, it's not fully banned, but it's so different. Like TikTok for children in China, if they're watching TikToks, after like 10 to 15 minutes, it will lock you out the app and make you go do something else. Like you have to like get up and like do something physical. It's like now go exercise. To where here in the U.S., it just lets you fucking.
I'm not even gonna lie.
It just lets you fucking do
it. Why we hate on China? Man, they know what they're doing.
They said it's like something about this right here is stimulates your fucking brain. Just doing this.
Like, when have you ever seen an obese Chinese person?
Huh?
Kim Jong Un. Well, he's Korean.
He's Korean.
Sumo wrestlers.
You said what?
When have you ever seen an obese Chinese person?
Here in America.
Here in America, yeah. You don't go to China and see that shit.
Right. Okay. He might be on to something.
What's his name again?
That
was Playbizzle.
I don't know. He might be on something.
I drop out of this conversation.
But they also don't have the shitty food that we have.
No.
You see school lunches, bro, that blew my mind. I just seen school lunches from around the world. Tell me why the U.S. has fucking them whack ass chicken nuggets, some dry ass macaroni.
No. Let me tell you something right now. Before, I love Barack Obama. But before Michelle Obama came in there, it was like
Big Mike.
Yeah, it was like we about to start making our kids fight. We about to start making our kids fat. Bro, before she got in there, I was eating catfish at Kimmy's with hot sauce. I was getting like 25 cents for some cookies every fucking day. I was coming to school with like $4-5,
bro.
Yeah, $4-5.
Chicken strips and that nacho cheese. Bro. It was over, man.
Chicken strips be this thing, be bro. Get that one right there.
Crispito with the nacho cheese.
Nigga, fucking.
I'm hungry too, man.
All that. You feel me? Like all of that. I really should have went to go eat with my family instead of come here and fuck y'all.
He said, fuck y'all.
Hey, bro, shout out to Don Papi for coming to the episode instead of going to go eat food with his family.
I wanted to go. They was like, you want to go to Westland Sizzlings today? I was like, nah, that's trash.
Westland Sizzlings? 50-50 bucks.
If you would have said Golden Corral, then fuck the
Then we
niggas.
would have had
Bro, what is it about Golden Corral that
options
everybody loves?
Me and my dad explained it like this. I was like, my dad is a horrible person.
That's funny like this.
But you a horrible person.
Yeah, I love him. We're horrible people. So I look at myself in the mirror and it's like, you look like your fucking father. You sound like him too. So, boom. He was talking about like, you want to go eat? I was like, yeah. Where you want to go? It was like, I'm thinking like Westland Sizzlings or something. I was like, nah, I'm thinking like Golden Corral. It got like more options. Like, you feel me? Like it's like multicultural though.
Westland Sizzlings has
like it's like how I want my category of women. You feel me? I like my food like I like my women.
a
Like
little bit of
options. Like a little bit of everything. I got like the Hispanic one over here, then I got the Asian one over here, then I got like the chick that cooks nothing but baked beans and ribs and all that extra shit over here.
But tell me you don't get the same thing every time you go to Golden Corral.
I do.
Bro, I get that steak line every time, and that's all I say.
I will switch it up at Golden Corral.
I'm a person.
I like they rice and beef tips, bro.
Yeah. Oh God,
that shit's crazy.
Thinking about this,
bro, I get a whole freaking plate.
I get a call and ask to see
I get a full plate of just the rice and beef tips. I put that down and then I go back and get something else.
Yeah, like I get
that Bourbon Street chicken.
Yeah,
that's good too.
Why we really shout out to Golden Corral.
Shout out to Golden Corral. We need some restaurants to fucking sponsor, bro. You be plugging B-dubs all the goddamn time. We gonna be there this weekend. Come on, B-dubs. Like
yes. So speaking of B-dubs and being there this upcoming weekend, let's get on the fights on that.
Wait.
Yeah.
On back on racism real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, before
how did y'all feel about the doc?
The doc.
Can I talk on that? Like I know I'm really not allowed to talk on that.
Oh, the Montgomery.
Yes.
Loved it.
That's unity.
Every bit of it.
You ain't seen it?
No.
Yeah, you have.
My God.
You have.
We gotta
it's the big ass fight.
I got you.
We gotta take a commercial break at this point. That's crazy. You ain't seen that? It's like 3-minute video, bro.
Let me talk about it because
they smacked the man. Go ahead.
I'm not sure. There was no context, right? So we don't know what led up to it.
Don't.
But I'm just saying the media shit that got.
It's fucking crazy.
I'm listening. The popularity that got in the media, I think like there's a reason for that. You know, they're pushing that shit for a reason because they want us to be divided. They want me to hate you because you're black and want you to hate me.
I don't even think it's that because I love it, bro. I don't even see it as black and white. I see it as somebody being a fucking dick in the ass beat.
For the way that from what I heard was like old boy was basically he worked there. The black man
was doing his job.
He was working there. He was telling them that this big ass boat over here was about to come over there, so they need to move whatever the fuck they had over there, or they need to move around or whatever.
And it's playing Nuck If You Buck. I can't turn the sound up, but
it's hilarious because like boom, he pulled him aside. Dwayne pulled him aside and started talking shit.
Oh, bro, they seeing bitches, dudes.
That one dude jumped off the boat.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden he started squaring up with him. And he was like, all right, bet, cool. Threw up his hat.
Bobby murdered that
Bobby
motherfucker.
murdered his hat in the air. And then all of a sudden he started fighting the one white boy. Then all of a sudden he started getting jumped. And you see somebody from above run down and try to come over there and help him. Then all of a sudden it cuts from another camera angle. Mm-hmm. You just see somebody swimming in the water.
They jumped off the boat.
Coming towards them. And
black dudes swimming to the fight.
Swimming to the fight to help old boy. And then you just see every black person over there just start fighting over there. Now then, boom, they come out with some steel chairs on some Stone Cold.
This one dude, bro, just fucking...
I wonder if they're gonna have
Which
like
is why
somebody that was actually there. Like,
oh no, they have a video with commentary.
Yeah, they done did it all.
There's different angles.
Yeah,
There's different angles.
I gotta look into it.
It's a big thing. I don't know how you ain't heard of it.
It's so fucking.
Now going back to this, like you said, I do see how it could be presented as like.
Yeah, I'm not saying like the fight itself. I'm not talking about
the media.
I'm talking about the media pushing it.
Yeah,
and
saying it's a black and white thing.
Yeah, because
technically it was, bro.
On your end,
I look at
y'all
it like
see like fucking all these white people fucking up this one black dude for no reason.
Yeah.
On my end, they didn't show that. No. They showed all these black guys beating up these white guys. Yeah.
Oh, so they showing it from two
different angles.
Well,
perspectives, you know.
They're choosing where to start the video at.
Certain videos, like
if you want the real, bro, watch the first when the black dude doing his job is trying to like tell them just move the boat. Like that's all you got to do.
Move the boat.
Yeah, and no, like the fight itself, that dude deserved to get his ass.
Yeah, the dude who did
but
that
the work, like.
The worker was just doing his job, but the white man that was doing that shit deserved to get his ass.
Probably drunk.
So the black dude said move the boat.
Yeah.
Move the boat.
And he was talking to
the white people in the dog, the ones that's getting their ass beat.
Yeah. And what? So before before the blows start getting thrown, like
I know you could tell that they were arguing or whatever. Cause you can't hear now. You can only see
because it's like from a boat, I think.
Yeah, you can tell that they was arguing, but then all of a sudden you see, oh boy, I guess they was about to square up, and you just see oh boy throw his hat up.
I'm talking about Bobby should murder.
Like he threw his hat.
That was the signal. That was
the
black dude or the white dude?
That was the bad
black dude.
The black dude that threw their head up, and then they squared up and they started fighting, and then it looked like oh boy was getting the better of them, and then the other homeboys, the white homeboys, ended up coming in there and they ended up coming and beating them up. Then you just see oh boy come, like you just see somebody walking by at first, a black person walking by, and he looked down and you just see him run down there and just start fighting, and then you see more. Like it's you remember when Captain America, when Falcon told Captain America on your left, and then all of a sudden you just see all the Avengers.
Yeah,
that's basically what it was like. But besides,
I
was like, oh shit.
I wonder if he was like, if he was like move the boat, and then the white dude was like, I ain't gotta fucking
move my boat. Yeah, type shit.
Like, type shit. And they was kind of like going at each other and whatever, and then the black dude was like, well, what's up then, bro? Like, square up. Like, kind of like that type of.
The black dude
was trying to do his job, and you saw he had to tell that man a couple times.
And the first black dude is out of shape, bro. Yeah, he wasn't trying to fight.
He was not trying to fight. He wasn't. But then all of a sudden,
I was just trying to get his paycheck.
But honestly, I couldn't see
it
like that because at first, like it was like boom, it was just them at first. It was just them at 1st arguing and all that extra shit.
I'm wondering what boom.
And then boom, all of a sudden,
other
white people that didn't have nothing to do with and had nothing to do with nothing. Other black people that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. Like it was just like a brawl.
That's exactly what it is. It's Montgomery, Alabama riverboat brawl.
And you got to sit there and think about it.
Have to look into
you got to sit there and think about it like that's the same place that Martin Luther King started marching. So them black people are not like.
I'm saying that's really what it looked like. It looked like a bunch of white people saw a white guy and a black guy fighting, and we're like, "Here's our chance.
Here's our chance. Here's our chance." Like you got, but at the same time, the racial tension there in that city might be. I've never been in Montgomery, Alabama. I've never been to Alabama, so I mean, like,
I keep seeing a lot of white people from Alabama and from Montgomery talking about it, and they're like, "Yeah, fuck them people. That's what they get.
Yeah,
being like they're." That's what I'm saying. The news can try to present it as like black versus white, and technically in the video that's what it is. But it's just it just so happens to be like you with a dumbass group of white people. Bro, if I was in that shit, I'd have been fighting the white people too. I would have probably got a hit, from a couple black dudes just because like skin color. I don't know.
Like wait, what you?
Frank. But it's really it boils down. It ain't got shit to do with black and white. It's asshole versus fucking somebody trying to do their job.
Yeah,
bro.
It's like, bro, I'm just trying. It's like if you was just trying to argue with it's like Buffalo Wild Wings, like last year, a year or two ago, whatever they started fighting inside of Buffalo Wild Wings or whatever, and everybody in Buffalo Wild
Wings supposed to go that night. That was That was the first Conor Dustin fight. I think when Conor lost, we were supposed to be there, and my daughter was going to be there with me.
I know you wanted to
somebody got stabbed. Bro.
Buffalo Wild Wings gets
allegedly somebody got stabbed,
bro.
I didn't know.
I'm gonna have to pop out with you because I never go there,
bro. The last time we went to go see the last UFC card, the BMF card, and then the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. It was packed, bro. You couldn't even get in. People couldn't sit down.
Did y'all watch that Jake Paul, Nate Diaz?
Yeah,
we didn't. Because I didn't even.
It was Jake. He said Nate. No, it was Jake Paul. It was Jake Paul, bro. But yeah, Buffalo.
Let me tell y'all real quick. What's y'all's opinion on Jake Paul as a fighter?
He's a great athlete. He's a great fighter. I think.
What you're signing and shit. You don't like
because man, we've done this. I won't say it's rigged because Nate ain't taking no fucking loss.
Play that
shit. Nate you ain't paying Nate to lose. You can pay Nate to lose, and then he's gonna slap the shit out of whoever the fuck you just paid him to lose against. So I don't think it's rigged, but Nate is old and he don't box. He's not known for boxing.
That's what I'll say about Jake Paul.
He kept trying to take him down in that fight.
Did you see him get the guillotine?
Yeah.
Fucking put his hand up. He's like, I got this motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you on that. He's a great athlete. Because if you think about it, most people don't like him because he's a YouTube boxer. But if you think about it, this man is rich. He's in Puerto Rico with the best trainers in all of MMA.
That's what I was saying last time.
He's in Puerto Rico because of taxes. That's the whole reason he's in Puerto Rico. He don't want to.
But he
still has the best trainers.
He still has the best trainers.
At the same time, he's got a market. He knows marketing. He knows to pick the biggest names, but he knows that if he picks Israel Adesanya, he can't even fight him probably because weight class. But someone like that, he'd get his ass beat.
No, they could fight.
But if he,
they have 175.
If Logan can fight Floyd, Jake can fight Israel.
I get what he can, but I get
because he's not about to do it though. Because Israel's gonna slap his ass around and make him look stupid. He's gonna pick the old guy that's retired.
Yeah, he called out on the last fight. He called out Canelo. Yeah. He said he wants the biggest boxer. He wants the biggest fighter. Yeah, I think I'm kind of agreeing with you, Playbizzle. Like his marketing and the platform that he has, he can use. Even though there's people that's been boxing longer than him, they probably better. But his platform and who he is, he can make those fights. He can say I won't just because of who he is. He can say, I think he can, bro. I think he can, bro.
Because he was just talking to. I hate this dude, honestly.
He said rich,
but I really don't like this dude. But he was on the stream with Andrew Tate the other day talking about training and shit. And I'm not one of those people that thinks he's like a sex trafficker. That was a retard case. Yeah. But I don't like him for other reasons. I don't want to put it on y'all's platform.
No, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
You can edit it out, right?
Yeah, nah, we don't edit shit. Unless somebody busting in here talking shit, interrupting the podcast.
50-50, bro. Everything open, bro. Talk about anything.
I feel the same way with Andrew Tate. I go back and forth. But here's my take on Jake. He's a decent boxer, great athlete. Not taking that away from him. But he is not going to get nobody like Canelo in the ring. For one reason, Canelo is not going to entertain somebody who lost to Tommy Fury.
Okay.
Bro, Canelo would box circles around Tommy Fury.
I agree. I agree with that. Yeah.
I didn't like him making
box circles.
I'm a rapper. I
didn't like whenever he lost to Tommy Fury and he was like, "Oh, I was sick." You've done all that. You lost. Get ready for the next one.
I feel Logan, the other one, which one is?
The crypto scammer.
Logan. I feel I'm a wrestling fan, so just talking about boxing and shit. I'm I don't even.
I think Logan's great in wrestling.
He's only had 3-4 matches, and every one of them.
That shit, him and
Ricochet,
when they fucking jumped.
Yeah,
that's the hardest shit I have seen.
Yeah, they jumped into each other.
I'm not gonna say it. I seen it. I was like,
they
what's that?
Smacked each other. Yeah, midair.
I'll be like, what?
All it took was one of them to be off by
a centimeter or something.
Yeah, or they foot slip and the whole thing got ruined.
I just seen I know it's old as hell, but I just seen I don't watch wrestling no more, but I won't keep up with it. You know what I mean? So it's like I just seen like how Big E got injured and shit, and I was just like, oh my god, because they said he's never going. They advised him not to come back.
Who?
Big E. Big E. You don't know the New Day? New Day with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods and them.
Is he one of the dudes with like a fake Jamaican accent and it went away?
No, that's Kofi Kingston.
Okay. But is he with that group? Okay.
He's with him though. But yeah, Big E basically.
I've only seen that because the viral trend. He's like, "What the fuck happened to your accent?" Yeah.
Like, why would
He's like,
I love Triple
H.
H.
Yeah.
I love Triple H, but there's a whole different person in wrestling on a whole different wrestling company, AEW. His name is MJF. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He's fucking hilarious. Probably the best promo guy that there is out there. But yeah, fucking Logan is fucking crazy. He's insane.
They're both athletic.
They're
It's
both
insane,
athletic.
bro. I'm not taking that away from either one of
is
them.
fucking insane.
I think he gets.
Logan is fucking insane. He jumped off that motherfucker.
I think if people agree to it, like if those people, sorry to cut y'all off, but those people that he's calling out just because of like his name, his money, like
it's not enough. Like you're fighting
it's a lose,
bro. You're fighting old retired boxers, and the first person that you fought that was young and healthy beat your ass, and he's not even really like that for real. You got the other Fury. You didn't get Tyson. You got
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he can beat them.
No, you can't.
But I'm saying what does Canelo gain by fighting Jake Paul?
Yeah, so he
doesn't gain the championship.
All right. So let me answer your question.
Probably one of the highest paid boxers.
Canelo probably wouldn't fight him.
No.
But money does move. Money will make you move. And for a perfect
type of money to make Canelo get
I think him personally probably not. But money will make you move, bro. All right. So for example, Nate Diaz. All right. So Nate Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
To your defense, Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather. Logan didn't make shit. Logan made like 10 million. Floyd made more than whatever Michael Jordan made in his whole NBA career.
Okay. So all right. So going off of that, why would Floyd Mayweather fight him? He's the greatest boxer of all time.
No, that's what I'm with.
Have to gain?
No, I'm with you
because money makes you
$100 million.
So if somebody say, I'll give you $50 million.
But I don't think the interest for Canelo versus Jake would be in there.
It probably won't.
Because if you really want to be a band, Floyd's name carried that.
It does.
Floyd names carry
it does. Canelo name carries a certain amount of weight too. But if Canelo thinks, and just like how Wes said, you can box him and do circles around him. If Canelo's like, hey man, like Floyd, you give me $30 million, I'll wax this dude, bro. Easy for $30 million,
Floyd
bro.
attracts non-boxing fans. Like, you get what I mean? Like, Floyd attracts non-boxing fans because I'm not a boxing fan like that for real. So, but I'll watch a Floyd fight just because of the fact of just look at that record.
Yeah.
That record. But,
so, all right.
Still, like Canelo.
100% honest. Be honest. You telling me you wouldn't watch a Canelo and Jake Paul fight?
Probably not. I'll catch the clips on Instagram.
So if Jake Paul was like, I want Canelo, bro. I'll beat his ass, bro. He can't beat me, bro. Canelo think he the pound for pound best boxer, bro. I am. I'll beat his ass, bro. Let's set it up right now. Everybody's gonna tune in and be like, let's see if he can beat
now.
Canelo.
I would watch that, but it's not it's the fact of I don't think like he said, Canelo wouldn't be a challenge for him. It would just
what
be
if a little kid, 13 years old, YouTuber, offered you $100 million to box?
I'm doing it.
Who's the little kid though?
He's a fucking nobody, but he has money.
But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Money talks.
Okay, money does talk. Money does talk
because it's a lose-lose for you, right?
It is a lose-lose.
Because even if you win,
because if I win, I'm gonna get $100 million. So,
but you beat up a little kid who's everybody's like, well, duh, you beat up a little kid, jackass. You're a fucking look at you.
Yeah. So then that's different though, because now you're saying it's different because you're saying a little kid. Not even that. That too, but not even that. So Jake Paul does have a name.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this little kid does too. He's a big YouTuber.
He's saying like
in this example, a big YouTuber wants to fight you and give you.
He's saying like imagine.
So if the YouTuber, all right, so the YouTuber does have a name.
Mm-hmm.
He does have
offering you $100 million.
It's like a Lil Tay. calling out Ronda Rousey,
bro.
Yeah.
I'll beat his ass.
And then you're gonna be the dude
They
who
just said she died.
I'm 100 million.
that was
I'm 100
fake,
million
though.
They
richer.
said she died. Yeah, she's alive.
She Tupac that shit.
Yeah.
I'm 100 million richer. I'm 100 million.
Now, see, granted, I would too, bro. But I'm saying somebody like Canelo, who is worth $200 million, isn't going to go through a whole fight camp, risk injury in the fight camp, because their fight camps ain't like, bro. It's not like.
I'm telling you, bro. It depends.
Have y'all
It
ever
depends
seen-
on it.
Y'all ever
I'm
seen a
telling you,
Russian
anything
fight
is
camp?
possible,
first
bro.
round.
If I'm getting money guaranteed,
I'm falling down in the
Anything is
you
possible.
fucking hollow, goddamn.
Anything is possible. I'm telling y'all, anything is possible. Everything is evolved around timing.
Yeah.
So if let's say for example,
Yeah,
because you said if Canelo gets injured. So let's say for example, Canelo gets injured in a fight before that, a previous fight.
Okay.
All right. Now he's like, dang man, I don't know if I can bounce back. Like I almost got a career-ending injury. I need the money, like I'm in a bad spot.
Right.
All right, Jake Paul calling me out. It's an easy 100 million. I got it, bro.
But now we're in the land of hypothetical.
Well, you're talking
No,
about.
bro, it's not hypothetical.
You're talking
It's not,
about
bro.
training camps. I wanted to bring up. Have y'all ever seen a Russian boxer train?
I've seen Dagestanis train, and it's fucking insane.
Bro, Russian. So look, you can
I'm not
literally.
talking about that. I'm
You
talking
can
about
literally. Like, I can't name a single American boxer that could beat any Russian boxer. But at the same time, look at the way they train, right?
Rocky.
Because here in
Rocky versus Dragunov.
Man, what?
But no, the way Americans train, they train intense. You could see the #1 boxer in all of Russia training in a gym down here, and you would think, that dude does not know what the fuck he's doing. Because they literally just fuck around in there. Like, they make sure they maintain their muscle and shit. But they're not, like, going hard trying to get sore. Like, I saw this one dude on Joe Rogan talking about he never gets sore whenever he's done training. Because he's not trying to get sore before the fight.
Yeah.
He's trying to get the other dude sore during the fight. I can't remember. But
is he Russian?
It's a Russian.
You said, Don Papi said something about Drago. That move, the way he trained, boy, he got freaking big old girdles and stuff.
I'm
like,
not fighting
if I seen that in real life, bro, I'll be like,
I'm not fighting Drago's son either.
I don't even know what y'all talking about because I'm watching that.
Creed. Yeah, you do, bro.
Have y'all seen the third one?
Yeah.
That one that just came out? That shit was like...
Yeah.
I like that one. That's probably my favorite.
Probably was.
So you tell me you ain't never seen any of the
I
Creed?
swear to God, I've never seen any Creed from start to finish.
Really?
I swear.
I like
about the
You've
Rockies.
seen Southpaw though.
You seen Southpaw's good.
Southpaw's a good
You seen any of the Rockies?
Have you seen...
Who's in Southpaw?
What's
Jake
that?
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
No. I know it, but no.
Jake, was that y'all that
You need
was
to
talking
watch that one. That one's real good.
Yeah.
Was that y'all that I was talking to about Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
I was like, if you want to watch something and you really want to feel it for real.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
I know. Like his wife is the same chick that he's in Brokeback Mountain. I can't think of her
Oh
name.
damn, I didn't know that.
Anne Hathaway, and she gets killed.
Him, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Tobey Maguire have this movie called Brothers. I don't know
yeah,
if
that
you've seen
shit's
that.
crazy.
That shit.
That's fucked up.
Tobey
I can't watch that
Maguire
movie.
outdid
I can't watch that
Gyllenhaal, I'll say.
Yeah.
You get emotional.
And only because of the fact of
You would
that
have to
kitchen
watch.
scene.
That kitchen scene.
That
the
kitchen
whole
scene
movie,
went crazy.
man.
Like when he got back and he got from that kitchen on to the end of the movie, because that's like the last 20 minutes of the movie. Basically.
Yeah.
That right there is
made
like,
the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, give him a fucking reward.
So I'm gonna ruin it for you. Spoiler alert for anybody who ain't seen Brothers and you want to watch it.
Oh wow!
It's two brothers.
Fuck the spoiler. Go watch it anyway.
I'm gonna spoil that shit right now. Two brothers. One goes off to war.
And the old boy, the brother that went out to war, you got Jake and you got Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man and Jake are cool, but Jake is the fuck up. Spider-Man's wife will look at him like, I don't really fuck with him like that. Fuck him, he's a fuck up. Don't hang around kids like that type shit. Spider-Man go off to war. They think he dies. He really don't die. He's kidnapped by some motherfucking terrorists for like months to a year and some change.
I think it was over. I think it was years. Wasn't it?
Like a year, years. It was like some time.
2 years. I think it was like a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
It was some time for it. Like nigga had to kill one of his homeboys. He had to do like some crazy.
And they had a kid. Like they had
kids.
Kids, yeah.
With an S. With an S, 2 daughters. And so boom, through that time, they say next to every cemetery is a hotel. So boom, through that time, Jake and old girl basically became close and became whatever the fuck, and then boom, they ended up bumping the uglies. Woo-wop. Turns out,
why you tell stories, man?
Turns out, Spider-Man is alive. So this nigga
showed up.
Not like he showed. Like you got to sit here and think about it. The military brought her the flag. Yeah. They brought her the flag
this
already.
Movie do sound familiar.
So when
you've seen clips, I promise. When he's fucking up that kitchen,
you've probably seen the kitchen.
You've seen the kitchen. You've seen the kitchen
to realize it.
So
she's just standing there.
You got to sit here and think about it, like, bro. She already grieved her husband. Her and the brother already grieved the husband. Kids didn't grieve the.
Pop up.
No, nigga, the nigga come back home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He comes back home.
It's not like they're fucking whenever.
Yeah. It was like the one. It was like a once.
She seen a ghost, bro.
Yeah, it was like a once or twice type thing. It was
enough.
It might have been like a flint. Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. You thought I died? Okay, cool. This is me personally. This is me in my personal life. I don't believe cheating is the end of a relationship. It's a very good long conversation. So.
If your girl cheat or
we gonna talk about that because I know you said something about
your girl
cheats.
You're gonna sit down and have a long conversation.
Yeah, long conversation.
I'm gonna have a long conversation too.
I wanna
talk about that. We got to have a long conversation.
I'm gonna piggyback off what you said because if you think I die, that's one thing. If you think I die and you fuck my best friend, that's one thing. If you think I die and you fuck my blood brother. Bitch, I'll kill you.
I mean, like, okay, I can see you fucking. And how is there a difference? Not like how's there a difference, but like if I was to die today, right? Who do you think is gonna be the person that consoles your girl?
It is gonna be probably your family.
It's gonna be your family.
Would you rather your girl cheat with a friend or with family?
A friend. If I'm dead,
that's what I'm saying.
I really get a choice?
But you that's the whole thing.
If I'm like I got a greater shit on my brain right now, I can't be. I've probably had a girlfriend that is fucked one of my friends currently, and I'm living and breathing right now. So like, come on, my guy. So like, come on, my guy. Like,
y'all together? Or?
No. You know what it is. Though.
Like, but there's a difference. There's a big difference between a girlfriend fucking your friend and the girl that's passed around to the team.
You waving at me or her, bro?
Both of them.
He was waving at her, but he that was smooth. He was waving at her, but it was looking like he was waving at him. And she passed by, and he was like,
Really?
Then the guy, he was like, really, it's her. But
it's her.
So what's the longest relationship you've ever been in?
3 years.
3 years. Okay.
3 years, and I've not been in one since.
Okay. Put 10 more years on top of that, then she cheats. You still gonna sit down and talk?
God damn, that's a good one.
I'm telling you, bro, it hits different. It hits different.
I'm married, bro.
You married.
So if your wife
it's a good conversation.
You gonna sit down and talk to her?
It's a good conversation. This even longer conversation.
Yeah, he said, I know. Look, he said,
I'm gonna sit down and talk to the lawyer.
It's an even longer conversation because now it's like, if I leave, you leave. Like 10 years, like we married, it was just to get fucked.
Do we have kids?
Do we have kids? Like that's exactly what he just said. Timing
is everything.
The timing is situation.
Married 13, going on 14 years, 3 kids.
Oh fuck.
I don't know about the kids.
Well, we got it at this point. At this point, how selfish. You know how selfish it would be to be like. It's crazy. Like grandmas used to hold down households, right? Like, and your granddad was a Rolling Stone for real. So, like you have different great uncles, different, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm going to do what Granny did.
You say that.
I'm gonna try and do.
I don't know.
I'm gonna try and do what Granny did.
People see stuff different.
I'm gonna try and do what Granny did because it's a lot. Because like I mean, if it's just like a regular relationship, like if we've been dating for a year and some change, I really don't give.
That's
a fuck.
one thing. Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. But like if it's like
you're talking about almost 20 years.
Yeah, you feel me? Like kids. livelihood, we probably thought like we was gonna move in with each other, die, go to the grave with each other.
You probably live with each other. You got kids going to school and shit.
I mean, some people do.
Here's the problem with the random hookup for females versus men, and I'm gonna make this argument to the end of my fucking days because it's fucking brutal. Men are capable of having sex with a woman and there being nothing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Women, anytime they sleep with somebody, they are intimate with somebody.
It's
not even spiritual. It's a chemical release in their brains called oxytocin, and it forms a bond with this person. So it can never just be a nothing.
See, I'm used to speaking with girls. That's why I said the spiritually, because I don't believe in that shit.
Okay, so
that's how
I've had a couple one-night stands in my life, and I've never talked to them women ever fucking again. Yeah. And it's been mutual. Like, this is just one time in school. And sometimes it's been like, boom, we fucked one time and we're just friends. You know what I mean? But even then, like, me personally, I'm one of them where it's like, I won't do certain shit. We can fuck all day. We can probably fuck all week if you want to and not do nothing. But so long as we not like cuddling, fucking, like so long as we're not cuddling, kissing, like laying down with each other, going on dates, asking each other, how's your day, all that extra shit, like trying to form a relationship and a bond with each other, no, we can't do that. But if you exit out all them factors of cuddling, seeing each other in the daylight, like I had one girl that was like, there's no way you've been fucking me this long and you don't have feelings with me. I was like, yeah.
And that's my point. That she was telling you, she was saying, hey, but I know how I feel. But you must feel the same. But you're like,
no, I don't. But I've also had women in those scenarios where we fucked forever, and I was the one that was like, hey, bitch, there's no way I've been fucking.
And in that situation, I guarantee you there was another dude that she wanted
her down. There's always another nigga. I'm
not even saying fucking her. Yeah. I'm just saying there's another dude who she would rather
be with.
Like she made love fucking with you.
Yeah.
And I've had females like that too. Like they hit me up just to fuck and they'll say it's just a fuck.
Yeah.
But then I'll slowly watch it turn into like, hey, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
What do you got going on?
I was gonna say, bro, I never heard of a female hitting you up just to fuck.
No, they happen, bro.
They do.
It does.
They do, like, but there's some type of feeling.
One of the times I was at the club.
Not no female I wanna fuck.
One of the last times I was at the club, I was just chopping her down. She was just like, yeah, so how big is your dick? I was like, whoa, okay. I was like, you seen a Roku remote on soft? On soft, I was like, it's a on soft, a Roku remote. She was like, oh, so this is good, like 5'6". I was like, yeah, let's go with that. I was like, women are weird. You just think I'm out here grabbing household items, just putting my measuring. Like I'm just about to grab the microphone and be like, all right, yeah, it's about like.
How big your dick? Like 2 liter. Like, damn, a 2 liter. I'm like, yeah, like when you take the cap off.
Another thing that I'm never gonna do in life is like, you remember last time I was here, I said majority of women that were born after the year 96, they're born 45% gay. I've said that.
You did say that.
I did say that.
But I also came back with the argument that I don't think nobody's 100% straight.
Yeah, there's 1% of the population is 100% straight.
I don't believe it.
1%.
1%.
What's the 1%?
This is 1% of like 100 people. 500 people.
1% of 8 billion is a lot of people.
1 million of all people are 100% straight.
That's fucking crazy.
I don't believe it.
But boom.
Well, look. Everyone's straight. Is everyone in the room straight? You're married, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a cover. Not just playing.
Some nigga Aaron.
Nah.
But no, so we all straight.
I low-key forgot my joke.
I'm trying to think which one of you.
How you want to
pick on?
Pick on me. I'm married, so
pick on me because I'm so open with my sexuality.
He is.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay, then I'll use you because that's a good way to do it. Okay.
You see,
so you're telling me because this is a big rap conspiracy too. Apparently, like labels really do this shit. So it's like I'll give you 500 mil. 5 years. That's 100 mil a year. All you gotta do, come in this room, suck this dick one time.
Okay.
You doing it?
$100 million.
Okay,
for 5 years.
One of my homeboys asked me this the other day, and I said to him, I was like, "Listen, bro."
But are you sure that's all you gotta do?
No. I was like, "Listen to him."
No,
bro. I was
that's a whole ass contract.
Yeah, because that's
like,
what they gonna say. That's all you gotta do.
So the question is,
sign this contract. Sign this contract, and
so
that's
the
all you
question
gotta do.
is, are you going to suck dick
like
for $500 million? I'm going to ask every man, and I'm going to ask every man this right now.
Mm-hmm.
How many dicks? I've asked every woman this exact same question. How many dicks do you think you're going to suck before you find a husband? Now, how many dicks do you think that woman is going to suck before she finds a millionaire husband? Now,
hundreds.
Now, you only have to suck one dick.
Right.
There's
my 1%.
Is your answer?
He just walked out on 1%.
Yeah.
I'm not answering the question. I'm just presenting it to you with these scenarios.
When I see fuck, I don't give a fuck. I can give you a flat out answer.
What's the answer?
You're telling me I get 100 million.
Hold on, bro.
I get 100 million a year for 5 years.
Yeah,
just
totally.
Suck one dick.
Just suck one dick.
One dick.
A man.
You gotta.
Does it stink?
A man.
Like,
So, but that'd probably be my only requirement. Is you gotta be washed.
You gotta do it until the nuts know.
On your face.
Like, I don't know.
Well, I was about to say, does a guy let him bust in my mouth?
I'm not doing that.
No, because like,
bro, I only have two
imagine
requests.
a bitch sucks your dick and she's like, I'm trying to suck your dick, yeah.
Yeah, like bro, like bro, you ain't never just seen them little memes where it was like, they can smell when you took a shit. For real.
Hey, bro, me and my
I was like, I did not know that.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, I did not know. I was like, you know how many times I got my dick sucked?
I don't care if it's 100 million for 5 years.
I'll sit in my apartment on my futon with my top ramen.
I'm not doing it, bro. Yeah.
While y'all do that, I'm about to tell my mom. Why y'all do that?
Why would I not do
it? It's that shit. That's $500 million.
I mean,
you gotta work.
You don't want to have that answer. You said, why would I not do it?
That's my question. Is why would I not do it?
Because I'm asking you. Why would you do it?
Oh, because my sexuality? I'm gonna suck this dick. I'm going back to fucking women for the rest of my life.
Nobody's ever gonna know that you suck
I'm not gonna put it like this. All right, put it like this. For all the listeners.
Why would they care?
All right, so you'll do that for 500 million, right?
Yeah. I'm not giving them my.
But the fights and stuff, you saying, oh no, that can't happen. Canelo won't fight this dude for it. And walk around the ring. Just kind of wait till.
Hold on.
Wait till the bell rings.
Yeah, wait till the bell rings.
Canelo has money already. I do not.
I wouldn't do it if I had. I wouldn't do it if I was a billionaire.
Well, yeah, if I had it, I'm not going to suck somebody's dick.
And I wouldn't do it if I'm bored.
That's the question I've asked every heartbroken woman. I was like, so she was like, yeah, I'm just not going to date. I'm not going to fuck no more and all this extra. I'd be like, so, like, shorty, how many more dicks do you think you're going to suck before you find your soulmate?
I mean, I'm not put it like this. I'm not judging. I'm not gonna judge anybody. Do it. I mean, if you did it, I'll be like.
I believe the world should be.
All right, dang, yeah. You
but
did
why
it.
would?
Cool.
But why
I
would
don't
even
know.
your
I wouldn't
judgment
like be
matter?
disrespectful.
Yeah.
No.
Damn.
I wouldn't like.
I'm gonna be a bitch with you. I'm gonna be like, that's why you suck some dick. I would be the first one to say, I don't give a fuck. That's why you suck dick.
And then me.
Yeah, with me.
I'm gonna have a stack in my hand and I'm gonna go, wow.
I'm gonna be like, appreciate it. I'm gonna be like, appreciate it. I didn't have to suck no dick. I didn't have to suck no dick to get this. You ain't getting it back, bro.
Now you on the payroll of the dude who sucked dick.
Oh well.
I suck dick and I'm your boss.
Hey, you gotta work with who you gotta work with.
Yes, the boss.
Yeah, see,
yes, the boss.
I've worked with every kind of person of every kind of spectrum in life. Yeah. It's okay. I can do it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I could work with baby.
Theoretically, I've worked with Kanye West.
Is the people like
somebody else with the Kanye West brain?
Yeah.
Like for example, say Kevin Gates, right? This dude who just made this whole song about he's not gay. Like no matter what you say, he's
why would you even feel the need to address that?
Then you find out that Well, because there was rumors and shit. So
but that's what I'm saying. Why what you just said is a rumor, bro. I can show y'all screenshots right now. I just got into it with this dude online because his family is trash. They're all trash, right? Just trash people. And he got mad that I posted the video of our last episode. And he claims he got mad because it was hashtag jujitsu, and he claimed he did jujitsu for so long, and I was faking it. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm interviewing somebody who does this shit for real. Anyway, this dude proceeds to talk shit and calls my daughter a whore multiple times. Just like you said, that's a rumor. That's his opinion. Why would I give a fuck, bro?
Yeah, does he know you and your daughter?
Or his fucking stepdad, whatever, was like my uncle by marriage back in the day. It's my cousin Cody. It's his dad. It's that side of the family. So they don't know me from fucking a can of tuna, bro. Like
they just know you.
They just know me, and they know of her because like the little cousins click up.
His situation, the reason I feel, I'm not sure, but I think personally the reason he addressed it was because he's an almost, I want to say, an A-list celebrity. Like everybody knows Kevin Gates. Like my parents know who Kevin Gates is, and you got 100 million people talking about this shit.
Okay, and I get what you're saying, but put it back on me. We're talking about the thing that I will die for, the thing that I literally live for, the only thing I live for.
Yeah, your kids.
That's it, bro. Like I don't do like if I didn't have kids, bro, I'm done. I done check the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
Like my kids save my life every day, and they don't even know it.
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to West Kids.
Like, bro, I get the whole, like, people gonna be talking about you, but when you are an A-list celebrity and everybody does know your name, you cannot address every fucking rumor. I can start a Kevin Gates rumor right now. Matter of fact, the dude that offered me $500 million to suck his dick was Kevin Gates, y'all. There, I said it, and I did it, and it smelled, and it was little, and
I got 500.
And I got 500.
And it was miscolored.
And it was miscut. It looked like Michael Jackson.
And it was like it was angled.
They childish.
I'm just like,
but you see what I'm saying? Like that's how easy it is to start a rumor.
Yeah.
It takes nothing.
Yeah.
I heard Kevin Gates is a unicorn. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
Like, listen to a song and play it backwards. It said, "I'm a unicorn." I don't know.
Like, you seen in the video where it was like.
I was saying, the whole reason back to the $500 million thing.
Yeah.
The whole reason I brought that up was because whenever it comes to that, it's like, say you find out Kevin Gates did that $500 million deal after he just released his song talking about, oh, I would never do no shit like that.
Then you have an issue.
That's where I have an issue because it's like.
Well, we talked about this
you
too.
You do all that for money, but like now I feel like I can't trust you because like, what if they said, "Oh, I'll pay you $100 million to set up Playbizzle"? I'd be like, they do it and shit.
Did you ever feel like you could trust an entertainer though? Somebody in Hollywood?
No.
I mean, come on, man. Like, I think that's the first problem. If you ever felt like, oh, I can trust this artist. Lil Wayne ain't gonna fuck me over in no type of way. Lil Wayne ain't ever done some shady shit behind doors. Lil Wayne ain't ever been coked the fuck out of his mind or he's having seizures on jets. Like,
crazy.
You know what I mean? Like allegedly, of course. Allegedly everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wouldn't. I can't speak from it because I'm not
there.
Yeah, I'm not Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates can address it however he wants. I just felt the best way to address it would be to not address it at all.
Yeah, I like that.
Because if you know it's false, like same thing with the dude, like when he kept saying, like I'm telling you, bro, I got all the screenshots, y'all could read it. Like I never like I go at him for like some petty shit he is or whatnot. But like I'm like, dude, you're calling my daughter a whore.
But
like,
then
you tripping.
Then again, we all know Kevin Gates. Like that's kind of how he is. He talks about like, the shit that goes on in his everyday life.
Yeah,
that's what his music's about. But I do agree, like, especially if you know that shit's true, because now I kind of see what you're saying, where it kind of feels like he's trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to hide something.
If you know it's
like,
not
that
true,
shit
you're
came
not
out,
going to put no energy
y'all was talking about
it.
TDE. Y'all know TDE?
Yeah.
That shit was came out about Isaiah Rashad being gay.
Yeah.
And it's 100%
and what the
true.
fuck did he do? He went out on the interview and was like, yeah.
But he also, it wasn't.
Well, the way that Isaiah Rashad handled that shit was beautiful.
But he also did, it wasn't like the Kevin Gates situation.
No.
It wasn't a rumor. It was a straight up video of him giving some dude head.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
That was crazy. When I explained that shit to my mom, I was like, Isaiah Rashad got caught.
Because he's one of my favorites.
She was like, he was getting his dick sucked by a boy. I was like, no.
He was
sucking.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys know Lil TJ. DJ. He's a same thing.
Yeah.
They talking about them like he was in prison. They got the dude like sitting on his lap and stuff
See,
like
he
that.
probably did it. He's been
I just
He's got the dude sitting on his lap.
Yeah, so he was in prison.
He's the man.
Yeah, so he was in prison. They seen. Did you see it when he was sitting down? They actually have video footage. They got it from the prison.
Toxic masculinity is so crazy.
And sat down on his lap. And he was like rubbing on it like his legs. Like he was enjoying that.
I'm a strong advocate for the toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity is so crazy because of the fact that in our brain, just so long as you're penetrating, you're not gay. I'm sorry. Like you're not. So long as you're the one doing the pinching, you're straight. You're good. You Gucci. You know how many dudes. But if you're catching
people,
that's the problem.
Bro, fuck the conversation. Do you know how many dudes I know here?
He said what?
Yeah. You know how many dudes I know and I've seen hard physical evidence of them fucking with the dude and then come out here and dapping us up. Like, I'm talking about people we fuck with.
Yeah, me and you know.
Like,
I know.
And like you just
said.
You
know more than I know, but I know
I'm cool with the dude who be doing
conversation.
Like, I got the receipts.
I saw this shit in real life.
I'm trying to get him to come on and talk, but he won't.
Bro, it's people to this day that you probably didn't say, what's up, bro?
And then you probably
that
like,
same hand you just shook was jacking off, bro.
That's my homie.
Well, I told my mom. I told my mom a long time ago. Every female that you met, my dick has been in her hand. So just take that with caution. Just take that with caution. Like.
But then you can also speak to every female that your dick has been in her hand.
Another dick
was
been in her hand. It's just remember every time we're 24, we're grown. You're about to be 20. Mm-hmm. You're grown.
They tell me we grown.
Yeah,
you about to be grown.
You 24. I'm like,
you about to be grown.
Hey, make it sound old.
So listen, every female that you gonna kiss, there was a dick there.
No, bro. I really think about that. We can go back to dating if you want to, because I know you wanted to touch on that.
So hard.
I feel dating? Like not having because I don't have gay friends. But I'm not against it. Like, if I had a friend that, told me he was gay, as long as he's not trying to fuck on me, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But...
That's what everybody says.
You took the words right out of my
That's what I'm saying.
But nobody has ever been hit on by their gay friend, bro.
Not by a gay friend, gay people.
Yeah.
Gay
bro,
friends,
if you get hit on by a gay dude,
you look good that day. Take it.
Bro,
take
it's
it
gonna make you feel good.
Great.
Like,
take that as a compliment. Them motherfuckers is bougie.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm disagreeing with them, but anyway,
Let me tell you why it's cap.
He just said it ain't never happened to him.
No, it ain't never happened to me. It ain't never happened to me because I ain't had a gay friend.
Good, bro. If I know I can attract both sexes, I'm like,
I've been on
twice.
Actually,
if y'all want to hear some real shit, I had just gotten some Facebook beef the other day.
I'm trying to find a sugar
I had shared a post.
Hey, but he ain't gay, y'all. He ain't sucking dick.
Are you playing? Hold on, but Playbizzle. Before you continue, Don Papi, are you being for real? Or are you just joking around?
I'm fucking with you.
Because I'm trying to see if because you and Wes do, y'all good at that. Y'all do the same thing.
If there is a nigga out there trying to pay my bills, I'm not gonna disagree.
Yeah, Wes can be at the moment he could be playing around, but act like he's serious, and I'd be like, "Are you serious?" He'd be like, "Yeah, I'm dead serious, bro. I'm for real." And then some hours ago by, he'd be like, "Bro, I was just fucking playing, bro. I was good." But it's y'all have that to where and then sometimes it get to a point where I'd be like, even when you be like, "No, I was playing," I'd be like,
"Yeah, I'm the greatest." Bro,
I don't know. You might have been.
If you are a good liar, you can act for real. Go.
That's all acting is. Acting
is lying. If you're a good liar, you can act for real. If you can make yourself cry.
But Playbizzle, you say you got into some.
I got into some crazy Facebook beef. So look, I shared a post. I didn't make the post. I shared a post, and it was a bunch of umbrellas on top of each other, and then it was raining a rainbow around it.
So
Right?
some emojis or something.
No, it was just a picture, of umbrellas, and
so that's what you posted.
The rain, the shielding was the rainbow, right?
Okay.
The LGBT flag.
Okay.
And then it said, the top rainbow said dad, bottom rainbow said, or middle rainbow said mom, bottom rainbow said children, right? And
You
then
mean
like
umbrella, not rainbow, right?
yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
But, yeah, the umbrella said mom, dad, mom, children. And then the caption on the post said, "I will teach my children this, so there's no confusion about fucking, because doing surgeries to children and shit."
Yeah.
And then
Which is false. Ain't no child ever had a surgery.
No,
That's 100% false.
Because they have to develop the hormones, and then once they get the pills change the hormones, and then all of a sudden it's like year-long process and some change. It's some shit.
It's
some shit like
well,
that.
There ain't been
Like
Dwayne
Dwayne Wade's
surgery.
daughter still has her dick.
Yes, there ain't been not one child in
That is
America.
such a funny sentence that I just got. That's such a that's crazy.
So you posted it and somebody
so
got
I have
mad?
a gay cousin,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's married to a dude, and then his sister came in the comments and was like talking about, I don't even remember what she said, some shit like, "I'm disappointed," and then I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry. I want my daughter to know that she's a girl." Like fucking, I'm like standing on the shit that I was talking about, right? Then my girl cousin and
Do you have a daughter?
No, I don't.
See, bro, we're going back to a topic that, man, it is so hard to speak about something when you don't live it. Because if you had a daughter and your daughter told you, "Dad, I feel more like a boy," you gonna drop all them beliefs that you think you hold on to, and you gonna do what you.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna like disown my daughter if she's like transgender or whatever, but I'm gonna tell you, I will go through the steps and try everything I can to make her feel comfortable, because I'm real religious, and I seen this movie one time.
I'm spiritual.
And I saw how.
No, keep going, but hey, Wes, look, Wes,
the mom was talking to her. Oh, damn, I really wish it's on Tubi. It's one of them free, cheap made movies, but it was about like these transgender friends who like turned into girls, and then they would like scam NBA players and shit.
Secret Society.
I think so, maybe something like that.
I've seen it.
In the beginning,
I watched it.
In the beginning, their kids.
He's like,
I wish I had the camera so we could just see the disgust on my face now. Look at it with
I've watched it before. Yeah, but keep going.
But there's a part. There's a part in the beginning whenever she's telling her mom that she's transgender or whatever, and the mom says, "You're telling me God made a mistake." And that's how I look at that.
God makes tons of mistakes. What are we talking about?
God, bro. Because I had someone
say, like what?
Okay, I watched that movie because I wanted to see how like the mom, the parents, everything. I wanted to see the reaction.
I'm not even
that's why I watched
I used to have TikTok.
And it actually was a good movie,
I used to have TikTok. And that's the reason I saw that movie, because I would follow like a bunch of accounts that posted.
You want me to be 100% honest with you, bro?
Yeah.
So they was guys. They got the whole like surgery, like the face.
It was like real life transgenders, or it was like Sean and Marlon Wayans.
It was like
I'm getting
Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer.
So it's a movie. So it's not a documentary.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie.
You thought it was a doc?
Well, the way he was talking, he's like talking about scamming NBA players. That sounds like a real life thing.
No, that was just a story.
It was just real shit happening.
Yeah, that's people really do that in real life.
That
show was a movie.
No, it's not scamming. No. So hold on. You asked what mistake has God made? There is a bug whose life cycle is to burrow through the eyes of children and eat from the inside out and make them go blind.
That's crazy.
You're telling me, and that's all this insect does. You're telling me that's cool?
I got an even crazier one for you.
What's the insect? What's the insect? Is it like a parasite?
It's an insect, yeah. All insects are technically parasites.
And say it again.
Its whole life cycle. All they do is to get into the bodies of children, get to their ocular cavity.
Now, is it children? Like babies?
Babies.
Okay.
Because they can't defend when shit gets in their ear. They can't fucking get shit out or whatnot. Or in the mouth, in the nose, whatever. Okay. And it eats from the inside out. And this is something that God created.
Okay.
We don't even have to stop there. Hurricane Katrina.
I got an even better one for you. You telling me
thousands of people killed.
You telling me from the years of what it was like 19 whatever to 1944, this nigga just took a blind eye and let 12 billion people die. 12 million people die. The Jews, the Holocaust, let that shit.
Now see, the argument that's gonna come though is free will.
Yeah, and I was gonna say like God doesn't control what the people do.
That's also
but that's why I won't give you nothing. I won't give you nothing humans did.
But no, I'll give you that one. Because the parasite. Slavery. So look, I'm not one of those people that like shits on people for not being religious or nothing like that. But like, I will back up what I believe, and I'm also not one of those people that thinks I know what God knows. Like, I do not compare myself to God. I fucking don't think that I'm even close to on the level to even know what He's thinking. But with the parasite thing, what if that baby that the parasite ate was the fucking next Ted Bundy?
Yeah, but now we're going in first Ted Bundy because at the time that baby is a baby.
That's the thing, right?
That baby is sinless. That baby is.
That brings into my thing right there because if that baby was meant to be Ted Bundy or whatever the fuck, that's predetermination, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that knocks out free will. And if that's the case, if everything is already pre-fucking determined, then nothing even fucking matters. The fact that if I move left or right does not have no effect at all because it's fact that it's already predetermined. The way that it goes is going to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
even in the book it says He knows the beginning and the end of all.
So unless it's like some alternative shit, like okay, unless I go left, it will go this way.
Yeah,
this sort
like
of
a parallel universe
type shit. And if I go right, it'll go this way. That theory inside of psychology is called Schrodinger's cat. Is where you put a cat inside of a box
and you ask if it's alive or dead.
You put it with
and
poison
it is
and
both at the same time
because you don't know until you open the box.
Yeah.
I love that you know that shit. That shit's dope as fuck.
That was really dope. Yeah,
I love psychology.
Yeah,
but remember what I kept saying? Barbershop psychology.
But I will go out. This is what I do all the time, bro. I'm a big advocate about speaking against religion because religion should not affect me just because you believe it. No. We should not increment your religion in any laws just because you believe it. I agree
with that 100%. I'm like my closest friend is an atheist.
Like, see, and I'm not even an atheist.
I'm agnostic.
I'm agnostic.
Probably not even agnostic.
I think he's more agnostic. He just calls it.
See, I was hardcore atheist until I did mushrooms, like a few times, and it took a few times. Yeah. And then it made me realize, like, oh wait, this is all temporary. Energy can't be created or destroyed. So our energy has to go somewhere. Whether our consciousness goes with it, that's a whole nother story. That's the argument. But like you just said, free will. For one, okay, if free will is a thing, that means free will is stronger than God.
Yeah.
Because that means God cannot touch free will. But if God knows the if God knows the beginning and end of all, that means free will is not true. And also, if God is omnipotent, which means all powerful, all good, all loving, why would He not stop that insect from eating the eyes?
And then even a better one, if I'm made in His image, which means like I don't look at it like, oh, he's human, I'm gonna look human.
Right.
The way that I think, the way that I joke around, the way that I, like that's the way that he might be wired as well. Like when Eddie Griffin said that joke, Jesus, come here. He said you whistle like this.
Yeah.
Through your hand and shit. Which I thought was fucking hilarious, but when I say it to somebody else, they'd be like, "You're going to hell." I'm like, "Bro, I'm made in His image." I was like, "I'm made in."
Why would He not have a sense of humor?
Yeah, if I was like, if I'm like this sick with my sense of humor, imagine how sick He could be.
He probably
like the darkest, the Holocaust, slavery.
Had to be dark.
Okay, you've said this twice now.
That was deep. Don Papi.
No, y'all gotta stop me if I go too much because I don't want to.
Go ahead. Me and my grandpa talk about religion all the time.
I'm not even talking about religion no more. I want to talk about the fucking Holocaust. Can we talk about this?
Yeah. All right. We're definitely getting canceled.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, look,
we're never making it. We're gonna have to bury this.
That's what I'm asking if we can talk about it before I say
the vault.
Bro, I am too educated on the Holocaust for us to be canceled. I've tried to send shit to Sean. I'm like, bro, I love this shit about Nazis. And I don't love it like as a Nazi perspective. I love it from the Jewish perspective.
And on that note,
bro, to be honest, I don't really understand it.
Have y'all ever read Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl? Okay, he is a Jewish man.
No.
He is a Jewish man who went through the Holocaust, went to Auschwitz, which was the worst Nazi camp,
Right.
and made it out alive. And he talks about how
it was crazy. It was.
Oh man, I'm talking about they was cooking two of these motherfuckers because they was trying to figure out what one of the sons was deformed, so they cooked him and the dad. And these motherfuckers was so hungry they went and stole the meat off these motherfuckers to eat them.
That's crazy.
Shit like that. And then working out in the snow with no boots, no coat, no nothing, naked, digging holes in the frozen ground. The Holocaust is crazy. But go ahead. Yeah. What was you gonna say about the Holocaust?
I was gonna say, whenever you think the most evil person in the world, who do you think? Of all time.
It wasn't Hitler because there was somebody else that's killed
I said Genghis Khan.
20 billion Africans. I can't remember his fucking name, but it was something.
What's the
I say Genghis Khan because he changed the carbon footprint.
But really,
the dude from Korea.
Kim Jong-un?
Yeah.
No.
Either him or
that's potatoes. That's candy. He's candy. He's baby shit.
Really?
He baby shit.
He really just talks. He'll fucking talk about
Adolf.
nuclear
So
shit.
it probably if not him, then I would say Adolf Hitler. But
if we're not talking mass genocide, I'm going to say Jeffrey Dahmer because
that dude.
Well, I was talking about the genocide because look.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're gonna think I'm crazy.
No.
Does anyone know how Hitler got into office?
Because of the fact that they were going through World War One, and then World War One, Germany got blamed for everything in World War One. So everything, all the damages and all that extra, they had to pay for it. And then he fought in World War One. I think that's what they said or some shit. And he basically. I don't know. He basically just riled everybody up and was like, "This is not our fault. That was them niggas over there." And World War One started because of Austria because some nigga killed somebody with a sandwich. It was like
sandwich.
It was it was like a prince. It was like a prince or some shit or whatever. Woo wah woo wah. I think they said the nigga was eating the sandwich or the killer was eating the sandwich. And then all of a sudden he just went and shot that nigga in the head. And then World War One happened. It was like some. Don't quote me on this. Don't. Yeah. I graduated.
What's yours on it?
But no, so basically, I mean, that was pretty much what.
Pretty much it.
I don't know about the sandwich and all that.
That's World War One. That's how World War One started. World War Two started because they blamed the Germans for everything.
World War Two started because they blamed the Germans.
Yeah.
Hitler. I mean, just like any real politician. I mean, Obama, Trump, like any good politician. Was a good speaker. He could influence people just by saying words, right?
But he was also hopped up on meth, though. Right?
He was fucking tweaking, man. I just saw that, too. The videos of him at the Olympics and shit.
Yeah. There's one, bro. He's sitting, this motherfucker's... And it looks like the video sped up. Nah, that motherfucker's just geek.
Yeah, because, you can see someone else move next to him at its normal speed.
Yeah. Geek. And he had a doctor that he was main banging.
You gotta sit there and think about it. I'm pretty sure the drugs that we have now are just straight sissified.
But no, so I want to
say, they just had more access to the shit.
They gotta be.
If he was on drugs the whole time, or if he was on drugs later.
There's a speech that he gave, or he had a meeting with somebody, and this could have stopped the Holocaust. And I can't remember who it was, but it's a big leader. But because Hitler was so fucked up on meth, and he wouldn't let the other dude talk. Hitler basically talked for 3 hours straight.
I heard that.
And the other dude was couldn't get a word in, couldn't say shit. So basically was all right, fuck it, we'll do whatever, I guess. Mm-hmm. But if he would have listened or just said no, the whole the Holocaust man never happened.
And it was crazy because Hitler, what really is crazy is because they could have really won for real. If he would have just never went inside of fucking Russia, which I always thought, when I was in history class, I used to think that was the way that Russia beat Germany was one of the most interesting ways in the world. Scorched earth warfare, which was they basically would allow, because the winters are so harsh there in Russia or whatever, they try to just invade in there. They try to go in there and take over the towns the Germans did and shit. But what the Russians would do, because of the fact of, this is why we make Russians, I don't know why we make Russians so, Arnold Schwarzenegger in our brain, we make them the pinnacle of crazy shit, of savagery, savagery and crazy shit.
They kind of are though.
They kind of are, bro. They were letting the Germans come in And the moment that the Germans will come in and shit, and they'll be like, all right, we about to go retreat and shit, they'll burn down the whole fucking town, which means they'll kill the resources, kill the shelter, kill everything, and they'll have to just continue to go forward inside of them harsh ass fucking winters, and they'll just continue to keep doing that shit.
Which is
a good and a bad. It's a bad thing.
It's a very bad thing.
It's a very bad thing.
Fucked yourself.
So you fucked yourself, but you really didn't because y'all are accustomed to y'all's winters.
Yeah.
Y'all know y'all can take that shit. Them niggas that like you can't expect like 50 fucking Africans to come over here to fucking Russia and just expect to adapt and not be cold.
Bro, I can't go to fucking Russia.
Cold
kills me.
You can't expect the Russians to go to Africa and know how to deal with the heat. Like, it's just like different climate conditions and all that extra. So I mean,
so back to how what was the theory?
Basically, Hitler saved Germany. Like I hate to. It's so awkward to talk about because anytime you talk about Hitler, it's almost like you have to say something bad about him or else you get canceled.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to do that because fucking I look at facts and literally, I mean, the sanctions that was placed by Israel, fucking everything. Israel declared war against Germany. Hitler got Germany off of the fucking what was their money called back then? I don't know, but he basically said because you know all the banks are Jewish. He said fuck that, we have our own money now, and fucking got away from the standardized banks. Saved the fucking their crime rate was the lowest crime rate in the world at the time. The fucking
besides the killing of Jewish people.
I'll get there. The economy was great.
Hate crime is up.
The economy was great. The fucking
everything else is dry.
Everyone, the unemployment rate was 0%.
Yeah, because we all got jobs killing Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
literally.
No. Here's what I'm going with that.
Every man was in the army.
Here's where I'm going with that. I'm not one of the people that say the Holocaust didn't happen, but I don't think it happened at all how it was written. And you know who? I know. Say, go ahead.
That was Playbizzle.
Wait. Because I want to hear.
I'm listening.
I have nothing to do with this.
What do you mean you don't think it happened the way it was written?
I mean, who writes history?
The people who are going through it.
Once again,
the winners write what happened.
Ooh. Jewish people didn't win, bro. And Viktor Frankl didn't win shit. He was.
Jewish people didn't write the history books.
Man's Search for Meaning is wrote by Viktor Frankl, who is a Holocaust survivor.
A Jewish man. Anne Frank.
The Diary of Anne Frank is wrote by a little Jewish girl who was
and that's what I'm saying.
I've read that one. I know that
I've seen. I'm not saying, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that
the only book that was written by the winners was Mein Kampf by Hitler. My Struggle.
Have you read that?
No.
I didn't
read
by
Hitler. It's like if I read This is like if I read a book about a cooking book by Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I may check out that book.
That's what I'm saying because I'm into like the history and shit.
Because I want to see why he was so fucked up and where as a human being, bro. How do you?
See, this is
make that okay.
That's what I'm saying about where I don't think it's the same way as it's written. Because if you take the Holocaust if you take World War II out of Hitler's time in office, Germany went from the worst country in the world, almost like a third world country, to fucking the best.
Yeah, but at what cost is what?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But
you can't take the Holocaust
because it actually really
that's like saying, hey,
because look,
take slavery out. Black people are okay.
No, it might got you. I don't know.
But motherfucking
Well, look, the reason I'm saying that is because
I thought
Hitler didn't start.
He just let him.
Yeah, that's
because let him talk his stuff,
Hitler
man.
didn't start the war. Hitler didn't have any problem with Israel until Israel saw Germany was separating themselves from Israel, didn't use their money anymore. So now Germany was no longer in debt to Israel.
Yeah, but you're making it sound like they're fighting over banks. What about Hitler coming out saying
Jews?
fuck Jewish people, and you have to be blonde hair, blue eye,
It's
Aryan.
not blonde hair.
Where did he say
race.
that though? Because I've never seen the actual.
That's the superior race by Hitler. He only wanted to bring.
Well, I know, but where?
Bro, I am a fucking.
Where's the evidence? Is what I'm saying. Like I've read it in the books, but
so you're saying there's stuff that's been written, you don't think it's true?
Yeah,
Not
I'll go back.
Do you
to
know Hitler
religion.
isn't German?
I'll go back. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
And I'll go back to religion. I don't believe everything in the Bible is God's word.
You listen to what he said?
No, go ahead.
I said I don't believe. I said I can take it back to religion because I believe in the Bible, but I don't believe in everything in the Bible is the word of God.
Okay.
That's
so are you?
That's why I'm the way that I am, for real. But you know, it's okay. I mean, times change.
I'm not religious either.
Times change. Like
I don't know what I believe when it comes to religion.
Times change, and they
I don't know. Like I just live my day by day.
On YouTube,
times change.
If someone say to you, "I believe in God," I believe there was a God, and far as like the birds and the trees and all that type of stuff or whatever. But when it comes to like that free will, walk by faith, and like, if you go and pray, like this stuff will happen and all of that. No, like I feel like everything happens for a reason. If somebody say like, oh yeah, you became like this big time like millionaire or whatever, you need to thank God for that. Like, no, I don't believe in that.
No,
I believe if you put the work in,
I agree
and
with
stuff
you right
happens, it happens. But
I believe. So
that's how I am.
It's kind of the same exact thing with me, except I believe in God. But I don't think God's going to make you a millionaire. I think you suffer, you grind, you work your ass off. God pays attention. Like you're in the gym, you're being healthy, you're doing what you're supposed to do to become successful. God sees that, God rewards.
Yeah, okay. What about if people say like, oh man, like, because you said something about health. They'd be like, "Oh man, like you're blessed because you're healthy. Like you should thank God because of that."
Actually, I've heard that.
My response would be like, "Bitch, I want to be rich too. So do I thank God for being broke?"
Yeah. See, so I'm like, exactly.
I'm fucking with you, but like, even though your health is more important than wealth.
But like that's I believe there is a God. Yeah. I do. I believe there is a God.
Yes.
100%. But when it comes to like in the world, like everything you do, you got to put God in your life. Like you walk by faith. You always got to like make sure whatever that you're praying and thinking, like the Heavenly Father and all that type of stuff.
No. I do.
That's just how I am. But I don't have anything against anybody.
And
that
I'm gonna say, you really got me unprepared. I'm fucking tired from Coachella. I need to do more research and shit and figure out what I'm gonna talk about. But
I went to sleep at 6:30 this morning.
But yeah. So I'm gonna ask you this. So, what you say you're religious and you do believe in God? Why do you believe in God?
I believe in God because it's crazy because I really grew up atheist. Okay. Because, and I almost want to say kind of like Satanist. Like it wasn't that I didn't believe in God; it was more like I hated God.
Okay.
Because
why did you hate?
Growing up, since I can remember, my mom was very, very religious, and she would force us to go to church and shit. And she went to like this crazy church, which is like speaking in tongues and shit, flopping around on the floor and shit.
Or she Pentecostal?
No, she wasn't. What's crazy is this is a Methodist church in Van Buren that we went to. But like these people like were not Methodist. Like Methodist is like super laid back and like you can be gay in a Methodist church. They don't care.
Well, there's also some Methodist churches that do.
So some are weird. Yeah, Methodist is kind of like the weirdest denomination to me, in my opinion. Yeah. But growing up, we were forced into that shit. And, I was little. I was like 5 and 6 in this shit. And seeing this 7-year-old woman fucking flick her tongue at me and make noises, I was freaked the fuck out. So, like, I was like, what the fuck?
Okay.
And then,
what if there's people that got demons in them?
No.
That's why. That's another reason on why I'll get there in just a minute.
So yeah.
But
got the demons in. That's crazy. I ain't never thought about that.
I think.
You got it.
So yeah, so I was like scared. Then I was separated from my family and shit, so that was just more reason for me to be mad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because my fucking dad was on drugs and my mom she got sick and fucking was like in a nursing home.
Mm-hmm.
And then years go by and she passed away. It got worse. Like, I mean, I'm talking about, I'm getting fucked up every weekend. Fucking, I'm doing ketamine and shit. Fucking retard shit. And then,
K-hole.
cool. And then,
going through a K-hole. Yeah.
You know, I really was, bro, for like a week straight almost.
I've never done it, but I will do it one day.
Fucking, it's weird. It's like it's not addictive. It's not addictive, but it's like real short. So like, you do it, and then you think
that's what ketamine is.
It like you come off of it, right? Whenever you come off of it, and then you just want to do more, and it feels like 15 minutes. It's usually like an hour, and then so you're thinking like, okay, if I do this line when I come down, do this line, that'll be 30 minutes. I'm high, and then I can go to work.
Yeah. But
you're fucking sitting there snorting ketamine for a month straight. Like, fucking, you don't even know what's going on. Then you kind of realize, like, fuck, it's Thursday. And you're like, so then you gotta fucking sober up and shit. And, like, then you never want to do it again. That's how it was for me.
Yeah.
But, back to what I was saying. So, whenever my mom died, then I was down bad.
Mm.
And I hate to be cringy right now, but then there was a girl. She was like my high school girlfriend and shit, and it's always her.
It's always them, right? But it wasn't.
It was her mom. And
oh, you got with the mom?
No.
I was about to say she reintroduced religion.
Okay,
all right. So she wanted me to meet her mom, and her mom was like the youth director at their church. Yeah, he already knows.
You already knew it.
And then so I ended up going with her to youth group one time, and then, I don't know, it's really like a soul feeling, like,
so I don't even know. Mom helped you find God.
Yeah. Which is crazy, because she started college, and we broke up, and fucking, that bitch.
So not trying to take anything away from what you're probably about to say or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But do you feel like you probably was needed to find him just because of like your lows, like you got to a very very low part, and then when you found him to help you like
I really think again? God found me is what I'm gonna say.
What did he find?
He found a fucking
I'm like, what did he find in you?
Teenage junkie that was probably about to kill himself.
Okay.
And fucking like, I've always had a feeling that I was meant to do shit. Like I really aspire. Like I've been promoting it already. I'm fucking Playbizzle for president 2044. But I really think like I was about to die. And fucking God was like, "You're not done yet." Because that was the second time this has happened to me. Because y'all can't see because I got my goatee. But I have a big ass scar right here. Because when I was 2.5, I think I fucking got in a car wreck because my mom was fucking driving on Xanax.
Yeah.
And fucking I had a car seat, and I don't know whose dumbass. This is what Xanax does. She put the car seat in the middle seat. And then, so, like, if we did crash, there was nothing to catch me.
Yeah, you're going to go straight through the window.
That's exactly what happened. Fucking, because I was 2.5, right? And that's whenever kids start to be bad. Fucking, I realized, I learned how to unclip my seatbelts and shit. And I'll never forget the song. Every time it comes on, I play it just because I fuck with it. The Sexy Back by Justin Timberlake was playing. And this is just a story, right?
2 years old when Sexy Back came on.
I know, right? Like, this shit was on the radio. This was before, like, Bluetooth and shit. Like, this was on, like,
He's taking his seatbelt off of it.
No, that's really, like, I don't know exactly how it happened, but this is the story that everyone...
Bro, it's
crazy. That's a traumatic experience.
Yes. And I, like...
Justin Timberlake, my guy. bro.
They said I'm like I said I don't remember.
You
I was
should have
two,
died.
but I fucking,
No, bro.
No, like I'm being for real. Like you said, in the middle of the car seat, he unbuckled himself.
I'm
with
standing
tears.
up too. I'm like standing in the car
He
seat.
should have died.
And that's like why we had crashed, because she was coming up on her turn, and then she sees me in the mirror standing, and she fucking turned around to yell at me and crashed into the pole, and then I flew through the shit. And then
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
It's
And
a
like
crazy
At
life, bro.
2 years old.
And
bro.
the doctors,
Yeah.
the
So to back up a
doctors.
little bit, you said that you was an atheist, but you hated God. How are you an atheist and hate God at the same time?
Well, that's what I was saying. I said I was an
Yeah.
atheist, but I would almost say
See, here you go.
less of an
That's-
atheist.
that's a trap
Because I
card
said
right there.
Yeah.
I said I was like an atheist, but I was
But he's
almost
more
more like
of
a
a
Satanist.
Satanist.
Yeah.
And that's what he did say. But I realized, like, majority of people that I met that are like Satanists or like not Satanists, they're like atheists or just don't believe in God or have a hatred towards God. They usually have had a rough type of life.
Yeah.
And it's
That's what
always
I'm
like,
and
and
about
it's
to
like
get
what
into.
you,
Then you gotta ask.
and it's
You don't
like
believe in
what
God,
you
how
and
can you
Wes
hate him?
were just talking
Yeah,
about a second
'cause-
ago or a couple minutes ago, where you was like, God doesn't make mistakes or some shit like that. But like, what if you would have made the second Jeffrey Dahmer? Why make the first one?
Right.
Why make the first one?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, damn, I had it and I lost it.
No, I'm
I
with
had
you
it and I
though. I'm
lost
with
it.
you
God
though.
damn it.
Well, that's where you can play the
But
free will
well,
card.
fuck yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah.
But you know, like majority of the people that have a hatred towards God have had not a hateful life or like
But
whatever,
just a shitty life.
just a shitty life, and it's
And
just
that's
like,
really
and it's just like
was
when you
me.
have this person that you're told all your life you have this person that is supposed to
love you, take
love
care of you.
take care of you, and take care of the people that loves everyone and all this extra. So you sit there and you'll lose your mom, like you said, you lost your mom to a sickness. You lose your mom to a sickness, and then you just start asking yourselves, like, okay, if God is real, why would He take the one person
I
now?
swear
that
I've
truly
said that
loves
same
you?
sentence fucking hundreds of times.
It would be that sentence. It wouldn't be nothing else but that sentence, especially even for
Like
me.
I remember sitting in my
So,
room playing 2K, and I would ask that
Yeah.
shit. Like I'd
I
be
wanna
sitting there
pitch
playing
in.
2K, and I'd be like, why the fuck would God kill my
I want to
mom?
get on that because this is just me being curious, and Wes probably knows this too. Because when it comes to like religion, I'm I don't know. Like I'm always kind of like maybe, maybe not, yes. So, and I'm just asking this out of curiosity. Why do people use God for those like experiences? Like they'll say like, oh man, like
God just
yeah, like yeah, man, like yeah, like man, like for example, like you say you could have flew out the window, like
but God
then
was the
somebody
one that
say
saved
like
me,
yeah,
so
God was the one to save me,
there's no
like
explanation for real.
yeah, like what do you mean God saved you from not
There's
doing
no
that? Like
there's no explanation for
you
real, and like you
you
said,
just didn't
and
fly
like
out
you
the
said
window.
earlier, there's a point in time.
Yeah,
It's like the time and place that we are in life.
Yeah.
It determines everything.
Yeah.
So like how you were saying, like, boom, if I have $100 million, I'm not gonna go out there and fight fucking Jake Paul because I'm already respected. I've earned everything that I needed to earn and all that extra shit. As to compare to like a person who is in grieving or in loss or some shit, and then everything afterwards is just going bad.
Exactly. Because if he's so high, mighty, and powerful, there are people that are like literally like
then once you're on
suffering.
the verge,
So he's so powerful. He can move some
shit around. But
yeah, like but he can take care of all these people in the whole entire world. He can say like all of these killings is going on. He can say I can stop that. I can stop it with one. I'm so high in I can stop that.
All that.
But it's like he saved you from not going through the window. But then there's somebody else that's like literally suffering. Not saying anything bad about you. That's
I understand that, and I'll tell you right now.
But at that point in time, he was probably real life at a different, way worse off than the person that was suffering. Like that person that was suffering probably could have suffered a little bit longer, and it would be okay.
Yeah,
as compared to him suffering.
Or let's flip it around. Or they say it like, okay, God save me. He's the high mighty power. What about these other people that need saving?
Not these other
So
people
look,
that you say. What do
Yeah,
you
like he
What
saved
about
this person, but he didn't save that person.
Well, that person. Well, you're a work in progress. Every person is a work in
I
progress.
got 2 points.
It's like
on
a
it.
construction building. It's like a construction building. It's like doing construction on the building. Some buildings get done quicker than others. Now, the other building, like a gas station, is going to get done quicker than the Empire State Building or some sorts. You know what I mean? So basically, your suffering is your foundation. So while you're suffering and actually starting your foundation, or some people are just meant to be fucking gas stations. That's a good way to put it. Some people are just meant to be. Some people are meant to be suffering. Some people are no. You're meant to. You just heard him. You just heard him say you're going to suffer. You're going to grind. You're going to do all that. And once you are like, I'm not even a religious nigga. I'm not even a religious nigga. I'm just passionate.
There's a guy that
There's a difference between
Hold on. There's doing a lot of talking at the same time. We're not going to get none of this shit. It's going to sound terrible.
I want Wes to say it too, because I know Wes got some opinions.
Well, that's why I'm listening, because I want everybody to get their piece out.
I wanted to make 2 points real quick. Because you were talking about why did he save me? Why didn't he save someone else?
He was probably finna off himself for real.
I've had the same scenario. I've thought this, right?
Not when he was like,
hold on, let him keep going. Let him keep going.
So I work at the hospital. Yeah. Right. People die on the daily. I see this. Yeah. And I had to go do my EKG one time, which I respond to emergencies because what I do is I take pictures of the heartbeat and it'll tell me if someone's having a heart attack or if something else is a problem. So it's really mostly emergencies that I'm at. And I go to this one that's on the cancer floor, which is the 5500 floor, and then all the patients up there have cancer. And I'm sitting here putting the patient's information in. I look, and this is probably about to sound selfish as fuck, I'm not going to lie. But I look at the thing and I see, goddamn, this kid is 2 months older than me. And he's on the cancer floor? And I go in and look, and not look, I'm not looking at him, but I go in and meet the kid and I'm like, hi, my name is Jackson, I'm going to do your EKG. This kid is 2 months older than me, can't talk. He can't breathe. He's not even on oxygen, he's almost it's a big ass oxygen tank. This man, a regular one wouldn't work. And then his hair is falling, it's all patchy. And I'm thinking, God damn, why is this poor kid it's almost this could be me. Yeah. Instead, I'm here on the other side of this shit. And it's almost
it makes you have a different appreciation.
Yeah, it makes you.
That's where I'm at, bro.
But does it not also make you see the bad and the sad and the fucking
That's where I'm at.
And you know what I'll say? Because I had one I wanted to bring up earlier. Yeah. And it was the Isaac Newton's third law. Yeah.
For every reaction, there's the opposite and equal. Yeah. For every action, there's the opposite and equal.
So, and you want to talk about, because all three of y'all have been talking about, well, all this evil shit. Yeah. You're going to tell me for all the evil in the world, there's not an equal amount of good?
But this is the world that we live in. This is the world that we live in. Nothing good ever goes fucking noticed. I'm pretty sure Andrew Tate said plenty of fucking times, I've donated to motherfucking so many charities.
Cares, bro? You said that bitch was a whore.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We pay attention to more bad shit in the world than we do good shit.
And that's
you don't watch reality shows
for that. We're prone to do that shit.
Yeah, you don't watch reality shows where they're not fighting.
You don't watch, you watch Bad Girls Club. You don't watch fucking good girls cooking in the kitchen shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a reason that our brains are attracted to harmful shit like that. For one, it's a survival technique. We are going to notice the danger and the harmful shit because back in the day when we couldn't go in a fucking house, we had to look out for the big scary shit.
Yeah, people used to have to train themselves to wake up. Because, if I hear something, I have to wake up because that's a fucking animal about to kill my kids.
Exactly. So that's where the whole bad. Okay, now let's get away from all this human. Let's get away from Holocaust. Let's get away from the Jeffrey Dahmer killing people. We'll take all that out because that does insert free will, and then we got the whole back and forth. Is free will stronger than God? Can God? Okay. What about natural disasters? What about hurricanes? What about shit like that? What about the insects that humans have nothing to do with? What about babies getting cancer?
Okay.
Right? So, in situations like that, if you're telling me this guy up here can, fix everything, and I heard when you was like, well, if you're putting the work in, if God sees you grinding, He's gonna bless you. What can the baby do? What do you want to see the baby do to be able to get his blessing?
Yeah, he can't put in the work.
He can't even hold his motherfucking head up. Like, I'm not saying God's not real because I don't know. And that's what agnostic is. I believe we will never know. Humans will never know until we die, and we may not even know then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
have you ever seen the show American Gods?
Yes, I have.
I love how they did the whole depiction of like religion on there.
Mm-hmm.
How like it was basically whatever you believe the afterlife is. Like they had an old girl on there that tried to kill herself, and she didn't believe in God or anything. So when Anubis, the god of the underworld, came to her and shit, he was like, "Okay, yeah, shorty, you ain't." Anubis would usually snatch your heart out and weigh it against a feather, which I think is like one of the most with poetic shit that I can think of. Beautiful. The
Greeks and their gods. And that's the best thing about Egyptians. That's the best thing about Egyptian gods. They do not pretend to be something that's like super high and powerful and like look down on us. They have the same like lust and like shit like that.
And let me tell you that real quick because the Bible and the Christian God is the exact same way. The original Christians, I can't remember where it's from, but it's like Eastern Orthodox. Like fucking that shit was not made in America. And
well, no, it's all in the Middle East. It was the Bible is originally the first Bible was wrote in Hebrew, which Hebrew is the hardest language to translate because the letters also represent the numbers. So when we're trying to translate this shit, we can't translate it. It can't just be like this guy walked in the room.
I said that before about how I don't believe everything in the Bible was made to be in the Bible.
Well,
especially in the translated version.
Well, they told
do you believe in the King James version?
No.
Okay.
I don't believe in it.
Well, they told you in school that Martin Luther, not King, whatever. This is how you got Protestants and the Catholics and all that extra bullshit. Martin Luther was working for the Catholic Church, and they were reading the Bible to the people wrong. And then that's eventually how we had to separate how we had everything else. Like everything that's not Catholic is basically Protestant. So you have Baptist and all the extras on.
Which I'll tell you, bro, like you read the real Catholic Bible, and it talks about slavery. It talks about fucking
the Jews were
it talks about
the Christian Bible talks about slavery.
The Jews that's what I'm saying.
It says it's cool. Like it says you can own people and you can beat them, and if they don't die within 3 days, then the fault is not on your hand.
And you gotta remember, this is back in fucking.
Why would they want you to like read that book? Why would they want you to be like, oh yeah?
Well, then not only that, but then they read this book to slaves coming to America. It made them believe this is what God wants. He wants you to be obedient to your master, as if your master was God Himself.
People say like they was just misreading that shit to black people.
Well, anything can be twisted to be bad, though. Anything.
And the Bible can be interpreted many ways.
Like I've heard people say that being a Satanist is good.
I don't know about a Satanist, but I know there's a difference between like the Satanic Temple and then Satanists. The Satanic Temple doesn't believe in Satan at all. Their name is to strictly piss Christians off.
And it's supposed to be where you fucking, it's all about you, right?
No, it's all about like respect for others and balance. It says there's no good without bad. As above, as above, so below. It's all about balance. And like I said, the name, the Satanic Temple, is just for Christians to read that shit and go, ooh, the Satanic Temple, they must believe in the devil and they must worship the devil. Not even the case.
No, well, the one that I've heard about was, I'm not sure, because I know, like you said, there's kind of two different types, so I'm not sure which one mine was.
If you was actually worshiping a devil, you're a Satanist.
Well, because that's what I was hearing, but they were saying that they don't worship the devil, they don't believe in the devil like that, but they were saying how they believe in free will, and like whatever you want is what happens, and you just do what you want and just do what you want, and
but is it do what you want while also not bringing harm to others?
But
no, that's what I'm saying. It's like for example, the Balenciaga thing. Did y'all hear about that? Where they fucking had the kids fucking in lingerie?
Yeah.
They were saying it's like as long as you're open and honest about it, you can do no wrong. So, like, for example, I don't know how Balenciaga's business works. I don't know
Well,
how
that's
that works.
crazy.
The conspiracy behind it is saying
fuck kids as long as you tell people it ain't
as long as you
get what I'm saying.
as you're
what
open
religion
about
is,
it,
what
it's
religion
not
is
wrong.
that? Where they was like, okay, so long as you accept God as your Lord and Savior at the end of your life, you Gucci.
That's almost every Christian Catholic religion.
Okay, so that's crazy.
That's like people. That's the whole thing.
It's
with
not
Catholic.
Saved. See, Catholic and Christian are real different. I'm Catholic. Because I don't believe in
Catholic
a lot
is
of
just
shit.
Another form of Christianity.
It is.
Catholic,
it's just like a super
I'm
form of
Eastern Orthodox Catholic though, like fucking the original
Catholic.
Yeah, like fucking modern day shit. Like I don't go to church. Like I want to go to church, but fucking none of them
you
really
ain't Catholic, my boy.
follow God.
Yeah, you ain't Catholic.
Like fucking no, like I.
According to the rules, I'm not saying you personally,
I know
but according to their rules, yeah, you ain't Catholic.
Because you gotta do confessions and shit. Yeah, and I do my own versions of confessions.
But do you do it to the Father?
I don't do it to a father. But because first of all, fucking.
But wouldn't that be like the pitch for Satanism? Like, oh yeah, no, we don't believe in like Satan for real. We just believe in free will and like, focus.
Satanism, I don't know. I haven't delved into Satanism, but the Satanic Temple is something I've got really deep into, and it's just by the name will turn you out, but man, it's a beautiful, and it says like to use science in all you do, like. Don't go in there believing shit just because you think so. If you can't prove it, motherfucker, like, basically back it up or shut the fuck up is what they believe. And I think that's such a beautiful thing to have in a religion. Because if you don't have proof, man, what do you have? You just have your fucking thoughts. Theories. Yeah.
Hypothesis.
Yeah. But same thing with, I don't know. Religion is a real tricky subject.
Yeah, religion is tough, really.
That's a different one.
And here's the thing too, I'm not combating Christianity. I just want them to acknowledge and accept all the hypocrisy in their religion.
And that's what I was about to bring up before is like
it's like
real life
Dragon Ball Z anime watchers don't even watch Dragon Ball Z for real. They just start saying bullshit. Like, oh, Goku can do this, but they think it's overpowered.
It's just like Christians.
It's just like
Now real life Orthodox Catholics understand that like there's flaw, like especially in man is flawed, right? It says that in the Bible. But the God has lust, fucking
made in His image.
Yeah,
obviously He has lust. He envies people, or envied at a point in time as if He was human.
Oh, another simple thing. You talked about mistakes, bro. I'm drinking down the same tube where I breathe my air. That is such a flawed ass system. Why would I not breathe from a hole right here?
No, because
be able to drink
your whole breathing shit. You can drown, nigga. You can drown.
I'm drinking right now.
You breathe through your nose too.
Yeah, but
do that shit while I'm drinking.
But also, if you were to laugh milk or some shit, the milk
shoots out your
nose. Because all that shit is connected. You know what I mean? So you can
it's back to a flawed system.
You can drown.
And if we're
but here's the thing with that is, if you're how come you didn't just drown whenever you're drinking?
Because I stopped breathing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
so
God made it to where you don't have to breathe while you're taking a drink, and you can still.
The nigga still made Jeffrey Dahmer.
So then that's the thing right there. You can't.
He made Jeffrey Dahmer. He didn't make Jeffrey Dahmer.
What you call it? It's like you can't, I guess, justify one thing without the other.
But that should be your whole life.
Like, this has always been my thing. Like, bro, this has always been my thing.
Bro,
so what does God get credit for and what does the devil get the credit for? Because one of y'all have to take the credit for Jeffrey Dahmer.
No,
one of y'all have to take credit for Hitler.
And that's what
one of y'all have to take. I'm sorry, I'm hitting the table.
You're good.
I've been trying to get this out for him for a minute, and it's that
somebody got to take credit for that shit. That's all I'm saying.
Damn, I kind of forgot now.
Dang.
Nah, so all right, so. God did.
I don't think nobody has to take credit.
God made humans. God made humans. So God made humans.
Okay,
he made Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay, so who made all the people with Down syndrome? Who made all the diseases?
God.
Who made all?
God, because they're humans.
Does not make mistakes, though.
Yeah.
Does not make mistakes.
Little man deserved it.
That's wow.
Whoa. Crazy. Okay, but you said you Christian.
No. It's more like
You know what I mean? Like, who made all the diseases? I'm pretty sure God made all the STDs to be like, all right, y'all niggas is fucking
this
this
woman, right? Her body, she doesn't take care of her body, right? If you find a perfectly healthy woman, there's rarely birth defects, and if it is, it's from the father's side. But whenever it comes to like Down syndrome and that, a lot of times, the babies that come out with Down syndrome, the mothers are told early into the pregnancy that
but then we got people saying you can't abort, so now she has no choice, and that's religion stepping into.
Even then, you can't abort if you're holier than thou.
And look, we can talk about abortion because I don't believe in abortion, but it's not religious. It's not religious.
Damn.
It's not religious.
You just said the woman finds out months in advance that the baby has Down syndrome.
So you think
I wasn't saying the baby was having Down syndrome. The doctors will usually tell her like this baby might not make it.
But they can also tell you the baby has Down syndrome as well.
Can they do that?
I'm pretty sure you can tell they got extra chromosomes and shit.
They can tell you sometime eventually, I want to say, but I don't know.
Okay, but let's say the baby can't make it. Let's say, hey, if you try to carry this baby to term, your life will potentially be over.
Mm-hmm.
You can abort it, and you'll be okay. Or you can't, but now you can't abort it because religion has stepped into laws. This goes back to why I don't like religion, because I believe you have all the freedom.
I don't believe religion and laws should be intertwined.
Thank you. And that's 100% my biggest beef with religion is because we do mix them in laws. And for people to say we don't, go to the Capitol right now here in Arkansas and you have the 10 Commandments on the Capitol grounds.
Yeah.
But you don't have the Statue of Baphomet, which the Satanic Temple donated for free and said, here you go. Just represent our religion. If you're going to represent one, represent all. And they said, fuck no, get out of here.
No, but that's
to be fair, America did start as a Christian nation.
No. We wanted to get the fuck away from
Christianity.
We wanted to get away from the Church of England.
Yeah, that's why we came.
The church was taxing the shit out of people over there.
They wanted to get away from the Church of England, and that's why we have this fucked up Christianity that we have now.
I can believe that.
Church of England. I'm not even gonna say that. I don't know exactly how they work, but I'm saying
everybody in England pays ties to the church, even if you don't believe in it. So like me, somebody who I would not consider myself religious, straight out of my check would go to the Church of England, and that's what the people who came to America.
That's why everyone hates. That's why everyone was happy that she died, huh?
Well, no, she did a lot of fucking wild shit, bro.
She owned like 80% of the ocean.
She did a lot of wild shit.
I don't know how much of the ocean they say she owned, but she owned that shit. Mm-hmm. She owned a lot of shit.
Well, there's a whole lot of like killings and shit that happened when she was queen, and it's just, but that goes back to like, okay, like, what the fuck is that shit?
My bad. I'm just doing it.
It's like saying...
I always get it mixed up. I think it's Prince Alexander. Is that even one? It's not Prince Harry, but I always say it's Prince Harry, so no dirt on Prince Harry. But one of them was fucking locked in all the time with Epstein, on Epstein Island.
Oh, that's the one that's the king. That's the king.
Yeah, that's
the king. King Charles.
Charles. That's who it was, yeah.
King Charles.
But that goes back to fucking, look how many times Bill Clinton flew with the motherfucker, 27.
Bro, listen, you telling me Bill Clinton went to that island and he ain't fucking...
You telling me... Hold on.
Come on, bro.
I've heard... Bill Clinton, I don't know how true this is.
Tom Hanks,
but I heard from a documentary about it. Hillary would fucking get little girls on their first period and fucking eat them out. On their first period, their fucking blood.
That sounds like a big extreme, but I can see why it comes.
Well, because it's supposed to make this is like a big belief.
Well, there's this thing going on. I'm sure you being an EKG technician, you can speak on it. I can't think of the word of it, but I know there's a father who is getting infusion from his son right now.
Yeah.
It's he's taking the young blood from the son and infusing it to him, and he's believing it's making him have like eternal youth.
I don't know about it being eternal, but it does, like, that's a big belief. I'm not sure what the word is either, but there's a big belief that,
it's like
what is it, like slowing down his...
I don't know if it's actually doing anything.
Youthful blood, this is a big thing. This
youthful
has gone,
blood, that's like slowing down, like, his aging or something?
Queen Elizabeth, we were just talking about, how old was she when she died?
90.
Yeah, which, I mean, that's not super old, but fucking, like, compared to nowadays, like, most of the people I see, they're like dying at 60, 70.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing with her, she used to bathe in fucking blood. Like, that's where that fucking Bloody Mary shit was made from.
Is already known for spending $2 million a year in an attempt to de-age himself by decades. The 45-year-old is now focused on using his teenage son's blood to fill his own body in hopes of rejuvenation.
And when you look that shit up on Wikipedia, what happens when you drink young human blood? It'll say something like you get sick. Or fucking like some random
shit. You can only drink so much blood before you throw up.
Oh my god.
That's why he's not drinking it. He's having it intravenously.
Is it like going through like his...
It's just like getting like say if you're in a bad wreck and you need a blood donation.
But I mean, you like talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, fucking Hillary Clinton. The conspiracy is Hillary Clinton actually eats babies.
I believe half of. Listen,
like, not only does she drink the fucking period
blood. You made
blood,
a point a second ago that I can't remember, that I was going to piggyback off of. That was like some crazy shit that I can't remember now that I think about it. Because as soon as you said that, I was like, damn, I forgot it is. I was going to bring it up, but I can't remember.
I don't think she eats babies. There is strong evidence that stem cells is very vital in like recovery and helping injuries and stuff. So stem cells could be where that whole thing came from. I mean, bro, look at Joe Biden. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about the Obama's chef that just drowned in a pond. Have y'all heard about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a chef, personal chef for the Obamas, who is at their house, wherever the fuck it was. I don't even remember. I don't know if it's in Washington or wherever they're retired to. But he drowned in their pond.
I think they're in Hawaii, right?
They are, but he wasn't with them.
Yeah, he was at, I think, wasn't he at their house or something?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
The personal chef, and then he drowned in the pond. And what's funny is the Clintons' personal chef drowned in a pond while they were away too.
So now they're trying to say like
they're like,
Let me tell y'all something, man.
I heard about that. I was reading up on it.
Whenever Bitcoin went crazy, there was a dude, I can't remember his name.
He went missing.
He didn't go missing. No, he was he got rich as fuck off crypto.
I heard that.
And then
he's like
moved to Puerto Rico.
Like the big heavyset like Asian dude or something like that. Yeah.
And then he moved to Puerto Rico, and I mean months into it, he's talking about on Twitter, like the Twitter. I think the Twitter didn't delete it. The post should still be there.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got tweets talking about the CIA is coming to kill me. The CIA is going to kill me. And I'm talking about this was like 2 weeks later. Then they found him drowned.
Yeah.
Fucking he went for a swim. Yep. And then they find his wallet and his phone in his pocket.
Yeah. Who swears about their wallet and
phone in pocket?
Yeah.
No, man, there's a lot of like conspiracy theories. And some I do like buying into.
Fuck, that's what it was. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Damn it. Okay. That is what is wrong with a lot of motherfuckers nowadays. The fact that we want to know why the fuck a person is the way the fuck that they are is fucking crazy. The fact that I loved the Jeffrey Dahmer TV show. I loved it. I love Evan Peters. I love Evan Peters. I loved him on fucking American Horror Story. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that I realized that all of us all over the world asked was, like, I didn't even know shit about Jeffrey Dahmer like that for real. I used to get him confused with Ted Bundy. I was like, which one was eating bitches? I don't remember. I didn't even know he was gay. Yeah. I thought he was killing bitches. I thought he was like fucking Ted Bundy. But no, he's worse. He's eating dick, literally. Mm-hmm. And so boom.
Eating dick, literally.
So boom. One of the things that would happen was once we all watched the Jeffrey Dahmer series as a community, as a people, is the fact that we started to blame his parents. We all started to actually humanize him.
You know how many females I know that said like they feel bad for Jeffrey Dahmer?
Right. Like I was like, this nigga was eating people,
drilling a hole in
their
Asian
head,
boy's head to make a zombie.
to make a zombie, to make somebody that will stay there because he want to be loved. I was like, I get like the want to be loved part,
but goddamn,
I'll say it was his mom that they blamed. They don't blame the dad because
they don't blame.
He started off killing. He started off killing animals.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
And his dad got on his ass about that.
Yeah.
But that's what's crazy is the fact
his dad
that
was the one that
the fact that
introduced him
I
to
walked
that.
away from the TV show going like, man, his parents just really fucked him up. He ain't never really had a chance and woo wah woo. The fact that we humanized a person that was literally
eating
dick, but eating, cutting, and killing people, cooking people, killing. Like some places of the world, that's like some religious shit, or
and
like
he was
some
doing
culture
this shit in his apartment,
in indigenous places type shit. Not the motherfucker who stays in the motherfucking city.
He wasn't the only one that was doing it though. It was like other people. What's the dude? Wayne
Gacy. I don't think Wayne Gacy wasn't eating nobody. Jeffrey Dahmer's the only one that was actually eating. Jeffrey Dahmer's the only one.
Well, I think they did find. What was his name? The Night Stalker. I can't remember.
He bit people.
He bit people.
He bit people,
but they saw. I think like one of the people fucking had like a bite out of them.
Nobody. You can get any serial killer. Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy.
None of them was eating.
Nobody is fucking with Jeffrey Dahmer only because he's eating people. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like this. What I walked away with was the fact of why the fuck I blamed the dad because I was like, damn, the dad fucking took him over there and scraped roadkill off the fucking side of the street, trying to teach him how to do taxidermy, all that extra. Yeah. Which you gotta understand, like when you do certain shit, like I imagine a mortician is
pulling the guts and all that.
What is the word that I'm looking for? A mortician is basically like, you know, damn, I can't think of that word. But they're not fucking phased by it as much as seeing the dead body as much. So they're fucked up in the head. But you look at Ted Bundy.
They're desensitized to it.
Yeah, that's the word. Desensitized. Yeah. Desensitized. Thank you. So boom, you feel me? Jeffrey Dahmer. You feel me? He was played by Evan Peters. We all walked away like, damn, his dad fucked him up. We looked at Ted Bundy. That Ted Bundy was played by Zac Efron.
That's a fucking badass movie too, though.
That movie,
that ending.
Mm-hmm. I really like that movie more than the Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yes, I did. It was because the whole time, even though you know he does it in real life, you know he's in the movie, you're like, damn, maybe he's not.
I know, right?
Yeah. But in the end, when he breathes on the glass and writes hacksaw,
yeah, bro, I was like, what the.
Then you go.
I got chills. I was like,
I got chills when you said that shit.
Then you just go like the fact that what's that show? Mindhunters or whatever.
I love that show.
I've never watched it. I know what it's about. Show. It's that one where they interview serial killers and all that extra shit. Okay, so you get what I'm saying. Like the fact that we're humanizing, the fact that we make these kind of TV shows and we start humanizing these monsters.
I think the humanizing part though is on the person watching it because I once never humanized Jeffrey Dahmer. Even after watching
when I watched the TV show, I humanized him.
Yeah,
but like when I was watching the TV show, what makes it fucked up even more when I was watching the TV show for me personally, I was like, I could really use another season of this shit. Like if they just did it like this, I was like, you saw how it's written like Monsters, semicolon, Jeffrey Dahmer. I was like, if they just made one, like the next season would be like fucking John Wayne Gacy, but he's played by fucking Jonah Hill. Like you feel
can't
like
do that no more. Jonah's skinny as fuck.
Yeah, he is
more skinny as fuck.
The dude who played Olaf. Yeah, the big one.
Did y'all see Jonah Hill just went viral?
Yeah, for telling his girlfriend about his boundary.
Yeah, he said, "Bitch, shut up, do what I say." And
no, it wasn't bitch. It wasn't bitch.
No, he was actually like super respectful.
Yeah, he was like super respectful. He was like, "Listen, shorty, if you were gonna go be model,
but it's not boundaries though.
It's not boundaries.
It's not because he knew getting into the relationship. She's a pro
this
surfer.
Is what she does.
It's not like a hobby she picked up after the fact.
It's what she are. That's what it's like. Okay, you go to this club or whatever. You can't tell your girl that you met at the club to stop shaking ass at the club because that's how you met her. That's how you met her.
I agree.
That's how you met her. You can't just tell her to stop her whole livelihood or everything that she was doing.
That'd be like his girl being like, "Well, I don't want you
acting with acting in the movies, kissing with
Lauren London."
Yeah,
which they really didn't kiss. It's a whole fucking weird thing. Yeah, this shit was weird.
It was crazy. I didn't know that. Weird. I didn't know that for the longest.
They really
I was like, damn, they didn't kiss.
The one who told it for me was Andrew Schultz, the comedian, because he's in the movie, and he was like, they got close, and they was like, cut, and he was like, oh, they're gonna get a different angle of it or something. No, they just fake that shit. They don't do nothing in that movie.
Yeah. Andrew Schultz was funny as fucking.
Andrew Schultz is funny. He said,
was
"I'm gonna lie, I stormed the Capitol."
Where like they were actually fucking.
Who?
In 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, I don't know. That was the whole
premise.
You like probably don't faking or anything.
Production. No, like
do you
acting
remember the movie Monsters Ball?
Just
yeah.
In Monsters Ball with Billy Bob Thornton and Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Isn't Billy Bob Thornton from Arkansas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's from this area too.
If you go back and watch Monsters Ball, bro, you're not gonna tell me that's fake. It is, and I think they got into it. And like, there's even people like on set who's like, yeah, they were what do you call it? Method acting.
The method acting.
Which means they was fucking.
I'm
talking about, man. He's taking her. Woo.
Django is like one of my favorite movies.
He's from Hot Springs.
Yeah. Django is one of my favorite movies ever. But Leonardo DiCaprio.
He's my favorite.
Like I said earlier about Jake Gyllenhaal. If you want to feel something, watch Jake Gyllenhaal. If you want to feel emotion for real, Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah. But if you want somebody that's just like a versatile, all around good actor, comedy.
You gonna get hit regardless, Leo.
And I'll tell you what, another thing about him is he's got like Inception and Shutter Island, where like those mindfuck movies. Yeah. No one could play that part like that. No, like I remember seeing Shutter Island, and I was like plot twist movies, watching all of them for months, and there was not one that compared to the way fucking DiCaprio played that.
When he played in Django, when he smashed the cup and shit.
That's real. That's real. That's why, what's her name, really freaked out when he rubbed it on her. Yeah. Because that shit was 100% real. You say nobody can play it, I'll make an argument for Edward Norton in Fight Club.
He's good too.
Yeah, he's real good too.
Yeah. Because that whole time you think Brad Pitt is really there, you think he's really a person till the very fucking end, and you find out it's been Edward Norton the whole fucking time.
But that's kind of exactly what happened. Have any of y'all seen Shutter Island?
Yeah. I think about that movie.
He was investigating himself though.
Yeah.
Which was crazy.
That dude was
crazy. Fucking bro. The writers, shout out to the writers for that movie. Like that's crazy.
Was the best Scorsese?
It's based on the book, right?
Yeah, it's one of the movies where like at the end you be like,
was that a Scorsese or no?
It's either I can look it up real fast before I say it. The best movies are based on books.
Martin Scorsese and Leo are a crazy combination.
I think that was Inception, wasn't it?
No. Inception is Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan. Big.
That one's a good one too. It was kind of like
Departed. You see The Departed
with
Matt
Damon. I think it's Wahlberg.
No, it's Matt. No. It has everybody. It has Matt Damon, Wahlberg, Leo. Like it has everybody in there. And that's a good one. That's a good one. But that fucked me up. I was like, man, that shit's so.
Every fucking dope movie is a book. Just like the most recent M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Cabin at the End of the World.
Knock at the Doors.
Knock at the Cabin. They had to change it because the book is Cabin at the End of the World. Mm-hmm. But since he changed the ending, they had to change the title of the movie because it couldn't be like.
I still haven't seen that.
Bro, the book ending is so much more fucked up than that movie, and they should have kept it. Because the ending of the movie is everything works out. Oh, we saved the world. It's all good. In the book, they shoot the little Asian girl in the face by accident, and she dies.
And that was the sacrifice?
No, that was a mistake, so it didn't even count.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that fucked up ending would have been so much better, but they didn't want to do it.
I was going to say, since we're talking about movies, let's talk about some new shit. I've seen both of them. I don't know about either of y'all. Have y'all seen Barbie?
No.
I've heard everything about it, though.
I've heard Oppenheimer was good, though. And
I haven't seen the Oppenheimer one. I was talking about the Sound of Children, or Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom. That's the one where they're getting the kid touching.
Yeah.
I have not seen it.
That one's really good. Barbie kind of sucked. And then I watched it with this girl, and she was like, there was this one part where they were talking about how oppressed women are, and the girl I was with pulls me over and goes, "That's real." I was like, "What the fuck?"
I believe it. I believe it too. But there's things I do go against. Like pay gap. You're not getting all the information for the pay gap argument.
My thing is, how are women oppressed? Because I personally
we just made a law that said they can't do what they want with their body.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's
that's
you know what I mean.
That's what I wanted to bring up earlier that I forgot about. So look, like I said, I don't think that religion and
You did just say you don't believe
law,
in abortion for non-religious purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
The reason I don't believe in it is because I believe in responsibility and accountability. I think.
So you get raped?
No. Now that's where the exceptions come in. I think like rape, incest, and that thing, there should be exceptions for abortions. But I think
What about
whenever
if a condom breaks?
Yeah.
that's a risk you take.
No, this is
That's
a good question. This is a good question
Like,
I ask myself.
Don't have sex if you're worried about it.
How many
Like,
Plan Bs do you think men buy?
How many times you fuck?
Me, I've fucked a lot.
Don't tell me your body count. Tell me your body count.
You wear a condom every time?
Do I wear a condom every time? No.
Why?
It's 19.
So if you get all these girls pregnant.
Because for one, I want like 20 kids.
Do you believe in
I'm about to say you about to have it.
Do you believe in condoms?
Do I believe in condoms? Yes, I do. But
at 19?
That's a weird thing to ask. Do you believe in
No,
something that's weird? I can pull out right now.
Right.
No.
Like,
they don't believe in condoms.
Believe in using them, yes.
No, they don't. No,
They don't believe
they
they work.
don't believe in them.
Yeah.
No,
What do you mean they don't believe in them?
they don't
Like,
believe in them.
that shit's not
like they
real.
like.
WWE. Monday
So
Night
if I be
Raw.
like, this is
Yeah, I can
this
be
is a
like, this is
condom
a
right
condom.
here.
What is
Blow
that?
it up.
What is
I'd
that?
be
Like some niggas will look at you like, what is
It
that?
can prevent you from.
It's a dick balloon.
What is
Fuck you
that?
talking about?
Prevent you from having kids.
Blow animal makes a dog.
Yes, if I be like, you don't want to have kids, this is what you use.
Niggas is gonna be
No,
like,
I think
no, what
birth
is that?
control.
I got. Listen,
Is that what they're gonna say?
look, you see that right there? Look up. You see that right there? That right there is my condom. God.
What? What?
I'm joking.
Okay. All right.
I'm joking. I'm a very big advocate of condoms. I'm a very big advocate of if you do not have $50 in your pocket, you should not be fucking.
Fact.
I'm
Facts.
a big advocate.
Facts.
I agree there too.
And I'm a big advocate
I agree.
of abortion. I'm pro-choice.
I agree that if you don't have $50 in your pocket, you don't need a girlfriend.
And that's what I was gonna say on the dating we were talking about earlier.
Why?
What you mean?
Why? A girl can't love you for love? She gotta love you because you got $50 in your pocket?
Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
2023 though.
Not necessarily, but
listen, bro.
Women nowadays, modern women get into relationships
In the first 2 seconds of having a conversation,
like a business transaction.
The first 2 seconds of having a conversation with a woman one time, she was like, "Which bill are you trying to pay?"
Been like,
now,
I feel like you
my homeboy just asked
I feel like
me
you
the
need
other-
to be.
My-
Go ahead.
My homeboy just asked me the other day, would I be a trick? I was like, of course. It was like, of course. If I had money for real, like, how much money am I making? Like, how much money?
I want to hear you explain this. $50. Why can a girl not be with you if you don't have $50 in your pocket?
Because all right,
it's gonna be $30.
No, not necessarily. Not that. So I feel like
gas.
You have to be
weed.
You have to be
like for a person. Let me talk. So no, it's not anything about like having to pay for anything.
I know,
but I feel like no, I just feel like you need to be able to take care of yourself before you should be able to go into a relationship.
Here's my counter argument. I got $8 in my wallet right now, but I've paid every bill. I paid rent,
okay, but
electricity,
you taking care of yourself,
water.
but you taking care of yourself.
But I ain't got $50.
But you taking care of yourself though, because you pay rent.
You
pay not
like if you are not taking care of yourself. If you are not.
So
if you just have $50,
you just said $50. You didn't say if you got
you
47 because you paid all your bills.
Either.
I got what
let me
you're
explain.
If your priorities,
so like he said, I want
if
you
you know
to
you got like other shit you got to do. With your little
you shouldn't be worried about man, I love this girl,
you shouldn't
bro.
Be worried
like,
about
man, I'm trying to get a girlfriend, man. I'm trying to smash, bro.
Why can you not want love even if you're broke?
You can want love.
I mean,
that's our basic human necessity to want to be loved.
Broke people shouldn't have kids, but still.
I'll agree with that.
I'm saying in
multiple kids. You saw how I said kids, not a kid. Kids.
Yeah, I mean, you can want it.
In 2023, you gotta have that mindset though. Because women get into relationships transactionally nowadays. They don't.
Like if you really want me to be being with you,
majority.
If you really want me,
I wouldn't even say majority.
Majority of relationships that are nowadays are conditional love.
Mm-hmm.
They're under the condition that you're doing something. But even then, everything is transactional. Everything is transactional.
That's the whole Chris Rock thing. Men are loved conditionally.
Yeah, men are loved conditionally.
Women, dog, and children.
I just heard a Chris Rock. I just heard a Chris Rock joke the other day. He was like, "Every problem you had in the beginning, but you forgave because you were fucking." Hilarious.
That's good.
It's hilarious. But
going to oppression real quick because it's already 4:30. We got.
I know we're running out of time. Yeah. So. Yeah, I want to know how women are oppressed. Cause look,
I just gave you the government controlling their body.
Yeah.
Okay, but and then I rebutted that with my own thing.
Quotations.
What is the unequal pay?
I don't know.
I can explain this because it's
because the WNBA doesn't make any money.
No,
NBA funds
no, we're not talking about
WNBA.
That. Yeah, but that's the same point. There is a pay gap, but there's a reason there is a pay gap. It's not what they say. It's not just because they're women and we're men. That's 100% false. It's different jobs. It's women take maternity leave. Men are more likely to work overtime. Yes. So there is a pay gap. 100%. That's fact. But the reason for the pay gap isn't you got a vagina, not you, but she's got a vagina, I got a dick, I get paid more. Yeah. It's because she's more likely to take off. She's less likely to volunteer for overtime. She's less likely to take a dangerous job.
It's a different type of job. Like, when have you ever seen a woman building a road?
I have, but I get
You've seen a woman building a road, like with your own eyes. You've seen it.
Yeah, I worked with them, bro. There's some bull dykes out here that don't play.
Okay.
Yeah. I work construction, and these bitches is doing the motherfucking
Dykes
thing.
are like on our team.
That brings me to my joke earlier. I would never get into a dick swinging competition with a dyke.
Yeah, she can always grab a bigger dick.
Yeah, always, every time.
No matter what you pull out.
I got a good 5, 6, 7, 8 on me. This bitch got 32.
Bitches use anything too. Like fucking they use hairbrushes and fucking cucumbers.
Yeah, bro. But I can't even fucking hand
you watch some sick porn. But no,
I'm anti-porn, but fucking
anti-porn.
Anti-abortion, anti-porn, anti-Christian, and Christianity inside of laws.
But he fucking out of marriage. He just said he's fucking.
And you know, look, I will
that just sounds like so non-American.
Like you're anti-America, motherfucker.
Like anti-abortion.
No, you
anti-abortion, anti-religion and laws. What else? Porn.
Touch on the how are you able to have sex out of marriage being religious?
I'm not. I fucking
repent,
pray for forgiveness. I really tried.
That's another thing, bro. That's another thing.
Imagine busting a nut and this bitch going like, Lord.
I FaceTime her friend because I actually did that.
Really?
I fucking pulled out, nutted on the bitch. I was like, I had a towel. I was gonna wipe the bitch off. Didn't even do it. I fucking started praying right in front of the bitch. She started calling her friend and like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, I'm not gonna look.
That's the problem with religion, bro. If you think that saves you, there's a problem. If you think you can do anything in the world as long as you pray afterwards,
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Stuff, bro.
But with sex, it's different. You know, like sex and murder's two completely different.
No sin. No. Every sin is equal.
Every sin is equal.
Remember that.
Where does it say that?
Every sin is equal.
Where does it have the tally on this is this much, this is this much, this is this much, or does it say all sin? There's no tally of like sex out of wedlock is negative 500. Murder is negative 100.
That's like the good.
If y'all ever met my good friend Jesus Christ, he died so that I could fuck bitches.
You Catholic, bro.
You know what else?
No.
You know what else he died for?
Y'all like the Virgin? Jesus was king of the Jews. Jesus was a Jew.
He was a Jew.
Jesus was not a Jew. That was fake.
He was the king of Jews, bro.
What do you mean? Okay, here we go. Geography. Geography. Favorite fucking thing in the world. I'm gonna do this in like 2 minutes. Okay. If the Jews were fucking slaves to the Egyptians, where is Egypt at? Geography. Where's Egypt at?
If the Jews were slaves to Egyptians.
Where is Egypt at? That's where the geography question is.
Where the fuck is Egypt at?
Africa.
Africa.
Right there at the big ass.
Yeah, and I'll play off that because I don't think Jesus is a white guy.
Oh no! I already answered that with this one right here.
Yeah.
So boom, I already answered that one, right? So boom, they leave. What was his name? Nigga that part of the Red Sea again.
Moses.
Yeah. I knew it was him.
Who also killed people.
The Red Sea right there. The Red Sea is right there between Africa and the Middle East. You part that, boom, you go over there, and then what do you got over there, right? You go over there years down the generations and all that extra. God is Middle Eastern. But if you go over here, who did I say was enslaved by the Egyptians? Jews. Jews. So even if he isn't a Jew, he is the descendant of Jews,
which makes you Jews. That's how
the 12 tribes.
That's how Judaism works.
So Jews have a really weird belief though. And was Mary Jewish, or was Mary?
I don't know.
Now, listen.
For all I know, she fucked a nigga named Fred and had Jesus.
With the way that the Jews believe, it's like you can't be born a Jew if you're mixed race. They don't believe in mixed race.
Drake.
Drake
isn't Jewish. That's the case.
Well, no,
you can only be Jewish. Hold on, because this is true. I don't know about that, but this is true. You're only Jewish if your mom is Jewish.
Yeah.
Your dad cannot be Jewish and fuck a Christian lady, and you be Jewish. It don't work like that.
But if your mom's a Jew and fucks a Christian guy, you can be a Jew.
Yes, that's fact. That is
fact.
So Drake is
real quick,
a Jew.
I want to get this last thought out on my oppression thing because I kept dodging this.
Go ahead.
All four of us here at the all four of us here at this table.
Yeah.
Would you marry a woman that works at McDonald's?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did. She worked at Sonic, but yeah, same thing.
No woman would marry, even if.
Well, I was working at Sonic too, so she married me. Yeah.
That's an exception.
That's love.
But that's love. Yeah.
That's love. She cheated. Motherfucker.
That's conditional love. There you go.
Hey, I was working at Popeyes when I got married.
I get what you mean, but yes.
Well, also, how long have you been married?
A woman would not marry
7 years.
If a woman is in a higher position of
so yeah, that's been like that's one thing is like dating nowadays.
So you're saying like this day and time?
Yes. Yeah. Dating nowadays is so much different from fucking 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's because I'm giving you everything.
Like, cause I had dated that one girl. We were together for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Before then, I could like get bitches just by talking to them.
But that has nothing to do with oppression. We're talking about oppression. That's preference and that's being.
Well, no, what I'm saying is.
He said being the dick.
Yeah, like so, like you saying like the standards, like what girls are like attracted to, like what women
can find a man to take care of them, no matter what they do.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Not all of them,
but majority of them.
And fucking like,
actually, majority of them is incentivized to not have a man because without having a man, you then qualify for government assistance.
Yeah,
which breaks up
that's
black
why
families.
We have single moms. Yep, I'm with that 100%.
So that kind of goes back on. But once again, we're talking about women being oppressed. They're being the biggest oppression for women is for one, the government is telling them you're free, but you can't do what you want with your body.
No. And I
touched on that right about saying that like it's a risk having children whenever you have sex, and fucking if you're taking that risk, just like it's a risk for me to go to hell whenever I have sex.
Yeah,
and I take that risk. But now the more I get into it, the less sex I'm interested in having. Like fucking, I don't even want.
But why, when we have the technology though to perform safe abortions, why not grant that woman access to safe abortion?
Well, then the laws and shit.
I'm a sex addict. That's the reason why I just can't imagine like trading pussy for Jesus. I just can't imagine
the laws. Like,
see, man, I want to ask you questions about that.
For me personally, what was your question again?
The question is
this trading pussy for Jesus?
I couldn't do it. I don't know if I could do it.
The question is, you're saying like you're against abortion, but if we have the technology, we are technologically advanced to perform a safe abortion on a woman who cannot provide for a child, and she knows she can't. The condom broke, her birth control fucked up, whatnot, because that shit happens. She took the means to not have the baby. She got pregnant by accident. Why can't we not grant her the abortion? Why would we force a child into a struggling household? That doesn't even sound like pro-life. That sounds like
you can give the child up for adoption.
Suffering.
Bro, do you know how many children are in
adoption? Yes, I do. But
so why would you want to add to that?
Well, no, I'm just saying for that specific.
Do you know the number? Do you know the number for how many kids are waiting to be adopted?
I do not know. Yeah,
it's a lot. Like a lot. So to
say number as the Holocaust.
It's probably
no. There was actually an episode of Law and Order that was like, you know who's the worst villain than Hitler?
It was like the United States government because we've killed more babies than Hitler killed Jews. Which I was just like,
but we also let people starve in the streets.
Yeah,
veterans who fought for our country.
Yeah, I was like, bro, listen up. Them is babies. Them niggas ain't, I'm sorry.
Them ain't even babies.
They're not even babies. Them are like cells.
Embryos.
Yeah. Embryos. Them are like tadpoles for real. They ain't even here for real. So just go ahead, off them, delete them, and keep them from doing it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like
no, you good. You good.
But, you know, like, just keep that from
I'm
that.
sorry.
I'm sorry. like,
all right, is there any?
Yeah.
445 perfect. So.
Him, Hebo, Don Papi Corleone. The motherfucking sleaziest.
Yeah, go follow
me. And I got a new persona, him McGraw Jr.
Oh my god.
It's Playbizzle over here. You can get me all platforms at Playbizzle. Yeah, just look up Playbizzle. I'll pop up.
Him Hebo.
That's it.
Yeah, and then this is 50/50, and we out.
Episode 13. Peace.